Is Tyler back?
Answer this
I
question,
am.
Carrie. When you did your little bullshit and killed Odysseus, were my hands bound for that?
They were in your dream.
Okay.
I mean, he didn't
They
kill
were
Odysseus.
bound in spiders' webs.
You killed Odysseus.
But does that
Technically,
mean-
actually, your hands were or your legs were bound, and then in your dream, you reached to tear them, and that's when you realized it wasn't rope and it was webbing, and your hands got stuck. Now, your conscious body was ripping and tearing at your chest from all the pain.
So how would I cast a spell in that instant?
In that instance, you was not able to.
Yeah, you can because you're asleep and unconscious. I don't think you can technically cast one even though you're in a dream state.
You
Well,
you were
technically, I was-
asleep.
I wasn't asleep because I don't sleep.
You can
Well,
still
in
be
that
put to
instance,
sleep,
you was because you told me you was.
But you can still be put to sleep even if you're an elf.
No, I can't.
Yes, you can. You cannot be magically put to sleep.
Yes, you can choose to go to sleep.
Okay.
No, stop, Dan.
Filling them in.
These spells I have open. I haven't used these. I'm doing it backwards from how you like it. Don't worry.
I'm just wondering how I can mind spike the Black Widow while being under the influence of the Green Idol.
You're gonna die.
Yeah,
You'll
you're
have
gonna
to-
die. Those,
You'll have to try to find out.
On this episode of
Well, no, I wouldn't do it. I'd have all you guys around me so you can instantly revive me.
when you for sure die.
But our campaign is basically stuck right now. And the best and easy way for us to find the Black Widow would be if I could mind spike him.
Or we could just ask around and try to figure out new clues.
Or we
That
could just
too.
say, fuck it to this place, there's nothing else tying us here, and we just head south.
But if I mind spiked him,
I
he already
prefer
has
it
that.
more.
Okay.
And then Carrie's just like, God damn it, I wrote for the last 12 days a campaign and you don't ignore all of it.
Or you
Or-
can pick up one of the black idols.
That's what I'm saying. I pick up the idol, go in a little dream. I mind spike you and figure out where you're at.
I love that plan.
He's gonna
But-
He's just gonna reverse the spell and then kill you.
Yeah, I don't think it's worth it.
That way we get found and you get dead.
your actual brain is going to explode and we won't be able to revive you.
If you
And
do,
I'll have my dragon next to you guys
just
so
make
that I
sure
can instantly relay the information to you.
make sure when you tell them your name though that it's consistent with what you told them last time. Otherwise, they won't believe you.
No, the other guy's dead, so I'd have to give him a different name.
You can pretend to be your brother.
Richard Dillon.
Yeah,
Was that who it was?
that was Bob Dylan.
Bob Dylan.
Yeah.
That's why he's Richard Dillon.
Yeah. Duh.
He's coming to avenge his brother.
Alright, so did you guys figure out how we're going to figure out the next part of our quest?
We gotta work through it first. We haven't made it to town yet.
You haven't even found Rothagu, apparently. It's his new name.
Yeah.
Oh, Dan, I made my guy to work really well with you.
Oh, yeah.
Because now when you're in combat and I Eldritch Blast them, it's going to push them 10 feet away. And then you
Oh.
can just keep hitting them when they come back in.
Nice. I like that a lot.
And I also got a cantrip to where, because I hate fucking missing all the time, I got True Strike so I can,
Gives you advantage on your next hit.
yeah.
So instead of rolling 1 4, you roll 2 4s.
Yeah, possibly. But I had to do something I don't like missing.
At least you have a +5 instead of a +4 now, though.
Yeah. And I also got Darkness too, so we can try to use that.
Nice.
Some of
I
our
keep
stuff.
forgetting that Laurel has Darkness, and I think it's Hellish Rebuke, He's got those as like feats, so he doesn't actually have to expend a spell slot to cast those spells.
I have Hellish Rebuke too. Yeah, the same thing. I don't have to use spell slots for him.
Very useful.
Yeah, Hellish Rebuke's pretty awesome.
That's one where you take damage and then you get to spit flames at them.
Yeah.
All right, I think we're all ready, right? Everybody's got their sheets pulled up and all that.
Oh, shoot.
Yes, no,
okay.
maybe.
Hold on. I need to update my page since I didn't do that earlier. So to make this quick, did anybody's armor class change?
No.
Yes, mine dropped down by 2.
So you're at 13.
Yeah.
Hey, welcome to the club.
Yeah, I know.
Welcome to our club.
I have
Welcome
13.
to our club.
Wait, what do you mean? Oh, it's
I
showing.
lost
Rid
that-
of
mage
mage
armor.
armor.
Yeah.
I was like
Okay.
15, but it's major
Thank
armor.
you.
All right.
Let's go.
Well, that makes that easy then. I don't have to really scribble and erase anything. I don't really care about the HP on there. I don't ever look at it anyways.
Oh yeah, I got more HP now too, don't I? That's
Yeah, I did. All right. So, do we need a recap?
Preferably.
All right.
For the
Actually,
No.
let's do
Yeah.
the full recap then. So,
Wait, why is no wait? My armor class still says I have 15.
you didn't change it.
Oh,
Says
yeah.
you have mage armor on.
Yeah, you
It
had
actually goes down
custom.
to 12. Never mind, not 13, 12. Wait, why is mine lower than Thelgrin's?
Because we're badass. I mean,
They have better decks.
yeah, I'm better than you.
He's
There's
got
no way
Alright.
I
Draconic,
get better
he's got
decks than
draconic
me.
resilience. He's got a special
Oh,
feat.
okay.
Yeah, I get a +3. Yeah, I get a +3 to my
If you're unarmored.
class if I don't have any armor on.
Full recap back to last time Rahagu played. Continuing the pursuit of the wizard known as Glassstaff, you trudge through the Neverwinter woods, hoping the druid will find you and show you the location of Cragmaw Castle. After a short walk through the woods, you are encountered by a massive bear. Gideon quickly engages, and the party shortly discovers that the bear was in fact the druid known as Keyleth. She agreed to offer assistance in finding the castle and show you the way there, but she instead lured you into a green dragon's lair, where you found yourself in the presence of a young green dragon. He asked you to stay your hand in exchange for a proposition. He didn't want to fight, even though he was sure he would win, but he would have to lick his wounds, after which would leave him vulnerable. He cautiously moved about the old ruins, climbing over dilapidated buildings and through the overgrowth, peering over the walls and through the windows, making sure that the coast was clear, looking very paranoid. He then began to whisper, speaking of his sister, whose spies were always present and near. He then motioned to the dead spiders, claiming those were minions of hers sent to spy on him. His sister drove him out of his lair many years ago and claims that is why he is taking refuge here. He offered to leave the area and spare the party's lives if they would assist him in defeating his sister. He then also mentions the druid Keyleth and how they have an arrangement of sorts. She sends him adventurers, and he keeps the woods clear of his sister's spies. The weak adventurers he eats, and the strong he tries to ally with to defeat his sister. After the party refused to offer immediate assistance in dealing with his sister, he offered to show them the location of the castle they seek. While huddling the group together so he could show the group the location, he quickly released the full might of his poisonous breath weapon, instantly killing Rahagu and knocking Erdicius unconscious. After seeing the breath weapon attack, Keyleth the druid quickly assaulted the dragon with her army of blights, but the dragon immediately fled. Keyleth then used the power of nature to quickly subdue and restrain the party as she performed a profane ritual, imbuing a dire wolf with arcane energy just before it began to fully consume the corpse of the Kinku Rahagu. The party struggled to stop their friend from being eaten right before their eyes, but was not able to break free. After a short time, they began to see the wolf transform, as it slowly took on the form of a Kinku. And the reincarnation was complete. Rahagu was reborn. Keyleth then takes Rahagu away to ensure his recovery, and leads Ink to your location after finding him wandering the woods. The group quickly leaves Thunder Tree in fear of the dragon's return and makes way towards Cragmaw Castle. After making it a couple miles away, you decide to set up camp and rest before facing whatever threats lurk inside. You set up camp, but shortly are faced up against a massive ogre and a group of goblins that were out on patrol and notice a pillar of smoke reaching above the canopy. After clever manipulation of spells, you defeat the patrol, rest for the night, and head towards the castle the following morning. As you approach the castle, you see a dilapidated ruin of towers and stone. What was once a well-fortified castle in ages past is now a pile of stone. You sneak your way through the entrance and hear goblins goofing off at their posts and not paying attention. You wedge the doors, locking them in their rooms. Eventually, they panic trying to get out. So you open one door and incinerate the entire room, turning everything inside to ash. Then pile more rubble in front of the other door, leaving the other goblins trapped inside. You then come across several hobgoblins resting in the room next door, complaining about the ruckus the goblins keep making down the hall. You quickly dispatch them and head east, deeper into the castle ruins, and come across a dark and eerie room covered in blood and golden ceremonial implements. You hear several goblins through the curtains to the south. As you move through the ritual area set up by the goblins to worship some pagan god, you get ambushed by a pet Grick. The Grick attacks savagely, nearly killing Gideon. The scrambling draws the attention of the goblin shaman, who comes in to investigate and tries to defend his pet. You defeat the shaman and his large snake-like creature and push through the ruins, eventually coming across two doors. In one room, you hear a woman and brutish man arguing over the possession of Gundren and his map. And in the other, you hear the boy Carp crying. You jump in to assist Carp and face off against the spellcaster Glassstaff. After almost killing the party, Gideon unleashes a powerful blow, scaring Glassstaff and forcing him to retreat once more. The party then barricades themselves in Glassstaff's chambers and licks their wounds. The next morning, you continue through the ruins and encounter a massive bugbear known as King Grawl, but quickly dispatch him and his dire wolf. But it was too late, as Gundren was found dead on the floor and his map burnt to a crisp on the table. The party then carried Gundren back to Phandalin so that he could receive a proper burial. Now, on to Rahagu. Rahagu, after you became conscious and awake, Keyleth inspected you, making sure that you were okay, and that the reincarnation went without flaw. Once she noticed you was okay, she began to cast a spell on a tree. She then grabs you, pushes you into the tree. As you fall through the tree, you almost meld into it, but pass right through and come out the other side. As you come out the other side, you now notice you are standing right next to all of your companions. Everybody else, you just saw Rahagu fall out of a tree.
I want some badass magic. Let's go.
Rahagu, are you okay? I guess I'll do an insight check to see.
I'm nodding my head yes. Sorry.
10.
Okay.
He looks okay.
You can tell that there's minor brain damage, but he's still moving around, so you figure he's probably fine.
I think it was already there, guys.
It's just to the speech portion of his brain.
As if that could get any worse.
I will kind of take a step out of the way and show the boy to Rahagu. Because the small child was still following me.
Rahagu, when you became conscious, you had a very short, brief period to look around. You noticed the area you was in was absolutely beautiful, immaculately well taken care of, and almost serene, and it felt calm and good to be in that area. But Keyleth was quick to get you out of there.
Okay, so she had me in her sanctuary. Got it.
Does he look like an addict now? Like he wants to get back?
I'm scratching my arm viciously.
There's just an old Star Trek movie like that. I think we should take the boy back to his mother.
Yes, agreed.
I also agree.
And then we need to get with that chick, the faction chick.
Okay.
Gundren, yeah.
I'm feeling more confident. I think we just stroll through town.
Yeah, agreed. If we meet a Red Brand, though, we should try to get a letter to the leader so maybe he can come talk to us and give us some information.
We need to clear out the Red Brand from the town to help save the town.
Yeah.
Well, let's talk to their leader first.
We want to get information out of them and then rid them from the town.
Yes. And then,
Yeah, I don't think we're going to be able to walk up and go, hey, give this to your master, have him come meet me.
We might be able to, depending on their spells.
can't you suggest that guy to do that?
I can.
That's what I was going to say. You could charm him.
We could also,
Torture him and whatnot.
uh,
I kind of like that option more.
Yeah.
So
Pilgrim
who?
wouldn't have said torture, but would have nodded at you when you did say it.
What members are going to go to Lady Grail, and what members are going to go to the farm? Which I think was this one. Or
We
this
should
one,
probably
rather.
all meet with
That
the
one.
lady.
Well, I'm
This
carrying
one,
a dead
okay.
body, so I think I'm going to go to the place first.
Yeah. I don't think we want to carry
Well-
a dead body to all the way across town.
Well, I'll go with the dwarf.
The bird and I are the ones that spent the most time with the kid.
Okay. If
Uh-huh.
you guys want to take the kid back, we'll head to Sister Grail.
It'll be taking too long, okay?
Maybe she'll have some more health potions for us.
Yeah.
We drank all the ones she gave us.
And I will.
Lewis, I'd say that your cleric's a good idea, but you're like our damage, so
So do my
you
clerics.
can't really leave.
Clerics
You're
do a ton of
supposed to be our
damage.
damage, Josh, but you're just not coming through for us.
Anyway,
Getting
when
all
you take
those
the kid
Wizards
One.
are utility.
back, when you take
You're
the
a
child
warlock.
back,
Warriors are
bad
damage.
guys.
Warlocks are damage.
See if the mother has
Utility.
any more information about what's going on in town since she's been back a little longer.
We will.
DM, as we're going back, I'd like to just grab a piece of bark off of a tree and take my little pocket knife out, and I want to carve like a little, 2D style Kenku for the boy.
Okay.
The little boy is wondering why the Kinku wasn't there to help save him. He's lost a lot of
Kinku's getting
respect
fed
for
up.
the Kinku.
The Kenku's getting fed up with Odysseus's backhanded fucking comments.
Good.
I'll just say, come on, bird, let's go.
Yeah, maybe he's just a little
Take the
burnt
child
up.
with the hand.
Let's do this.
So we start walking through town, but I do want to make perception checks as we go.
Want to be
Perception checks for what?
I'm specifically looking for red brands. And if I'm allowed to, also the child's mother.
Well, you look out for red brands, and I'll look out for the child's
Don't
mother.
they hang out at that bar? We could definitely just go go.
We're gonna go hang out at the bar with a child and a dead body.
That would be
After we're done with the child and the dead body, obviously.
16 to my perception check. Looking
Okay.
for red brands as we go. And if you like, I could keep rolling or...
Just the one is all I need.
Sounds good. Yep. Yeah, so I guess we're going to stay together until we get to here where we're part ways, and we'll go take the boy the rest of the way. Oh,
Okay.
can you guys see this line?
Yes.
Cool. If you hold tab, it just
Yeah.
is a measuring tool. I didn't realize that. I've always just clicked it. Nobody tells me things.
I didn't know that.
Anyway.
All right. So, you guys head through the streets and make it to the temple.
And this is where we separate.
All right, who's going inside?
Well, I'm definitely
I think
going to
the-
carrying him.
Yeah, I think the Kenku and Thelgrin are going to bring
Inside.
the kid back.
So are you and Ink going inside, or are you waiting outside?
I'm going
Inside.
inside.
Okay.
Gotta give my respects.
All right, you head inside and you see Sister Grail inside tending to the temple and the shrine. She notices you and walks over to you. Is this man in need of healing?
Unfortunately, he's a bit past that.
Unless you got high level resurrection magic.
I'm sorry, I do not. And I am sorry to hear that. Please bring him downstairs.
Alright, I'm going to carry him downstairs, as she says.
Hey, Carrie.
Huh?
Does she know Gundren?
She does not.
Oh,
Does he know
okay.
that the knight that we brought in here previously?
Sildar?
Yes.
She has spoken with him, but she's not friends with him.
I'm gonna ask her if she knows where he went off to, because we need to speak to him too.
It has been close to a 10-day since I've spoken with him. About the same time I first spoke with you.
You haven't seen him around town or anything?
I have not. She directs Gideon to lay him on the same altar that you guys put Baird on.
I will gently lay him onto an altar. How much gold do you need for this?
None. I still feel indebted to you after your service with the Banshee.
Have you heard about what was the mage's name that we attacked that took the book?
Something
The
H?
necromancer.
I don't recall you giving me a name.
Harmon Cost. I'm not in
Harmon
there, so
Cost.
one of you guys have to say it.
Yeah.
Harmon Cost. Have you heard anything about him lately?
No, I have not.
Ask about the wizard we fought as well.
What was his name? Graybeard?
Glassstaff.
Graybeard.
There's literally a informational note area in Discord you can pull up.
I do not have it pulled up. Have you heard anything
Yeah, we
about
can
the
tell.
Red Brand leader?
No,
Are they
I
still in
never
town?
did hear about who the leader of the Red Brands were.
Have
Are the
ever
Red
seen
Brands
Decline
still
of
in
Red
town?
Brands?
Yes, I have actually not seen them in a couple days now. The town has been quite cheerful about it.
Do you know where they went off to?
No, most of them disappeared in the night.
Well, what do you guys want to
Probably
do?
in the cave we left him.
There weren't that many at the castle. We could go back and check the coop where we fought him last time.
Wait, so is she saying that there's not many left?
She's
There's
saying
none
that
left.
they haven't seen any.
Oh.
Let's go speak with the bar people then. Maybe they'll have a better idea.
I think, well, what's that? Yeah, the bar that they all hang out at. Well, it's probably not going to be there if they haven't seen them.
It's this one right here. I know it very well because someone wants to be fucking killed.
Honestly, I say we'll leave Gundren with her, and then, well, then you can switch to Tyler.
Have you ever
And then,
heard of the Black Spider?
No, I have not.
I believe there's a larger plan for the Red Brands, and they report to this such person. So
I
as
will
much as
definitely
Red-
ask around town and see what I can find.
The Red Brands may be gone, but I would be cautious in the town still.
So you think they might still be a threat?
I would
Yes.
not put it past them. They don't seem the type to just walk away.
Well, we don't have much of a guard or militia or anything really here. It's why we were so vulnerable to their arrival in the first place.
Is this Sister Garil that we're talking to?
Yes, Ariel.
So we still need to talk to her about joining the Harpers.
You don't know anything about that.
Yeah.
Oh.
I'm assuming that she talked to Lewis about that when I was not at the session.
Yeah,
Correct.
she talked to me,
I thought you
Lilith
told
was
us all about it, though.
I did not.
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, because I saw that in there, and I was like confused. I was like, wait, when did Lewis become so buddy with her? I was the one who did her task, her quest.
Yes, and Lewis was the only one to return with the information on that task.
True. I got lost in the woods.
All right. Well, if there's nothing else, I will tend to the funeral arrangements for your friend here. What is his name again?
Gundren.
Gundren?
Gundren
It do-
Rockseeker.
Yeah.
Thank you.
That's what I was going to say.
We will come back and check up on him later before we leave town. Do you have any idea how long until the arrangements will be made?
It'll be a couple days.
Thank you.
Yes. If you need
She
anything
nods her
else,
head.
just let us know.
Thank you.
Alright, we're gonna head to the bar.
All right. And before, the others start leaving, she stops Gideon. Gideon, if I could have a word with you, please, in private.
This bastard. Keeping secrets from the rest of us, Inc. You need to go spy on him.
Okay. I will hang back.
All right.
All
I persuade Odysseus to come with me and scout out this mansion.
Wait, are you going after the mansion or the bar where they always hang out?
The mansion, because if they haven't been seen around town, they're probably not going to be in the bar.
Okay, that's true.
But the bartender who has to deal with them every day might have overheard
Yeah.
something.
I
I'd
want to
like to
check
go to
out
the
the
bar.
mansion.
What is
All
All
right,
right.
we'll
So
go
you
to
guys
the
head to the
mansion.
manor. While you guys are traveling there, Gideon,
Yes,
so have you thought more about my offer?
I have, and I'm undecided. What would be required of me if I were to join you?
To gather information.
What kind of information are you seeking?
Anything that helps protect the weak. That is what the Harpers do. We serve those that can't protect themselves.
I will
Most
do what I can to
bloodthirsty
help.
of them all.
If I hear of anything that may be of an issue, I will let you know. I will send word.
So does that mean you are accepting my offer?
I will accept your offer.
Great. Then I now award you the title of the Watcher. And you will be my apprentice.
I am honored.
And with that out of the way, I have your first task. The book that I was interested in. It is the Harpers that are interested in it. This is a very powerful book, and we have tried to delve more into its secrets, but very little is known about it. But we do have a large fear.
What
Within the next 10 days, there is a special event. It is called the King Killer Star. It is a comet that is only visible for 10 days every couple centuries. Very few get to experience it. In days past, before the spell plague, a powerful wizard laid a curse upon that star. That star, during its cycle, caused what was called the Draconic Rage. And while that star was visible in the sky, all dragons were seethed with uncontrollable and unrelenting rage. Finally, a powerful lich sacrificed his life to undo the curse. But many fear that that magic cast on the star still resides on it, We are afraid that that spell book has the spell that was first cast upon that comet.
And you're afraid that perhaps the person with the book can pull the spell back.
It would be near impossible. After the spell plague, the weave is much harder to manipulate compared to what it was back in the days of that book. I don't think it would be possible to replicate again. But there are other secrets within that book that could be. It's just an example of how powerful that book can be. We need to know exactly where that book is. We do not expect you to retrieve it. But if you do find its exact location, please let us know so that we can make arrangements to deal with it.
If the opportunity arises, should I try to destroy the book?
If you can. I doubt that would be possible.
If I find anything else out about the book, I will let you know. Do you have any leads possibly where Harmon Kass or the book have gone?
I am sorry, but we do not.
Okay. Then I will catch up with my party and see if we can't learn of anything new. I will keep you up.
Thank you. And good luck.
Thank you. And I will be in touch.
All right. From here, we move on to Thelgrin and Rahagu as you approach Quillen Alderleaf's farm.
I mean, might just knock on the door.
All right. You guys knock on the door, and Quillen comes and answers. And as she opens the door and sees her boy standing there, she is overstrucken with joy. She rushes over and embraces the boy in a massive hug and showers him with affection.
Nice. Yay, happy kid. So I will ask her, have the Red Brand been giving you any more trouble?
No, they, when I got back, they were gone. Yeah, nobody's seen them since.
Huh.
I know Grista is filled with joy.
I'm sorry. Who is Krista?
Grista owns the Sleeping Giant, just down the road here.
Gotcha.
She kind of points, as you can kind of see the outside of it.
Nice.
And she has a massive wooden carving of a giant sleeping with multiple barrels of wine.
Nice. I ask her if she's seen any activity in the manor.
I have not, but I also have not kept a very close eye on it, to be honest.
Gotcha. Well, we were not able to kill the leader of the Red Brand, so he may still pose a threat to this village.
I know we are definitely going to be on high alert here. Hopefully he does not surprise us again.
I also hope that. I look at the bird to see if he finished his little carving.
I hold it up and hold it out to the mother and the son.
And then Arp takes it.
I'm
He
getting
runs
a
up
phone
and
call.
gives you a hug.
No.
I hug him back. I'm getting a phone call.
That's alright. He wasn't gonna do a whole lot of talking anyway.
Yeah.
Him hugging the child while you're talking to the.
Yeah. I mean, I don't believe we had any more questions for her, really.
Okay.
I just tell her, keep an eye out, and maybe keep an eye on the manor, and yeah, we'll be in town for a bit.
Okay. To Odysseus and Ink, as you guys are traveling up the hill, climbing the hill towards the manor, you notice a woman in very fine clothing.
Ooh la
That ain't
la.
Let's see if we can stretch that out a little because that kind of
Good night,
squashed
buddy.
the image.
It's fine. She's like 6'5".
See if this does better. No, that didn't change it at all. All right, so yeah. See, this woman walking, it seems very obvious she just came from the manor and is heading back towards Phandalin. She glances at you, but continues walking past you.
Madam, will you stop, please? We have a few questions.
Yes, what do you need?
Did you just come from the manor?
I did.
Is it vacant?
It is.
Do you know where all the red brand went?
I do not.
Are
They
you the
disappeared a couple days ago, and I wanted to see for my own eyes that it was true that they were gone.
Are you the owner of the manor?
I am not. The owner of this manor deceased over a century ago.
Then who exactly are you?
I am Halia Thornton. I run the miners' exchange here in town.
So do you know Gundren then?
I have heard of him.
Do you know of his two brothers or where they may be?
Let me think. I think the names were Nadro and Theron?
Sure.
But no, I have not seen them.
Do you know if you're part of the miners' exchange? Do you know where Gundren was going to be sending all the miners to?
No, I heard rumors from Barthen that they had found a extravagant mine, but I never have actually met them. So I've left it to just speculation that they actually did.
Wait, who's Barthen?
Barthen is the place you first dropped off the supplies, the elderly man, who is good friends with Gundren.
Okay. We need to go talk to him too.
Do you happen to know how we might come about getting in contact with Gundren's brothers?
I am sorry, you'd have to speak with Barthen about that. I know they were good friends.
I see.
Do you go on?
But they never actually came to my outpost, so I never did meet them.
Do you know where all the red brand disappeared to?
I do not. They disappeared in the night.
Ink, do you have any more questions for her?
None that come to mind immediately, but I do thank you, madam, for your kindness towards us.
You're welcome. If there's nothing else, I am going to head back to my outpost.
I'll give her a nod and head on towards the manor.
Well, why are we still heading to the manor?
I'd like to see if there's any kind of clues there as to, where they might have gone. Unless you don't think there's going to be anything of use.
I don't. I doubt it. It's not like we can follow the trail to wherever it leads them to begin with. And what kind of tracks are they really going to leave to find? I think we should meet up with everybody else and try to find Gundren's brothers or go talk to the barkeep.
All right. Well,
the bar is the place that the mother just pointed out to us, correct? Yeah, so we would probably head there.
Yeah, so let's go meet everybody else at the bar for now, because it's probably better to talk as a group so we can figure things out as a group.
all right. We'll
Cooler
head
and
towards the
diligent.
bar then.
Yes.
On the way there, I will show Rahagu the ceremonial golden items, the chalice, the dagger, and the thing that I can never remember. Signal?
Sensor.
Sensor. There we go.
I still don't know what that is. So
Oh, did you guys actually grab those 3 items?
I did.
He
I
used
never
Mage Hand to
touched
smash
them,
them.
we mage hand them.
but yes, they were in my possession.
Okay.
I show them to Rahagu, mage handing them, so that he's aware, and ask if he would ritual chant to see if there's anything mysterious about these items.
I nod my head and I just hold open a bag since he's obviously not wanting to touch these.
Yeah, Listen. I don't trust him. After the green skull, most things are gonna get mage handed, and so I pitched it to his mage hand or put it in the sack.
Pussies.
You'll just see like you guys handing each other, casting spells to hand these things off
Yeah,
in the air.
they're like
what are
lazy
these guys
fucks.
doing?
Okay, so what am I adding to my inventory to check on later?
So it is a golden chalice. It is a golden dagger, and it is a golden
Sensor.
censer. I'll never remember it. I don't know why. I at least know what it is. If you've ever seen like a priest walking down the aisle kind of thing, holding
Yeah,
a thing that
incense in
smoke
it.
is coming out and incense,
Yeah.
that's what it is.
Like a candle?
No.
No, it's
Not
it's,
quite.
it's like swings smoke around.
Yeah.
Josh, you've played Dead by Daylight. You know the plague?
Yeah.
Her weapon that she carries that dangles down has the smoke coming out of it. That is a sensor.
Yep.
Generally, you walk around burning the incense and using the smoke to chant and pray and cleanse an area.
That must be old school because I've never seen anybody do that nowadays.
I think it's old school Catholic, to be honest.
Yeah, it's still done in all the
You'll
Catholic.
see,
Yeah.
you'll
Yeah.
see it happen in like Italy and
Or
I was I've been to plenty of Catholic churches here in
They-
America, and I've never
they-
seen it done.
They all
I've
do
seen it
that.
all the
I
time.
mean,
Yeah. See, anytime I've gone, I've seen it.
whenever I go.
they basically just have like a little hot coal type thing in it, and they dump the little incense on top of it, and it smokes.
Does it ward the spirits away?
That's that's exactly what it's for.
I'm gonna look at Odysseus and not Odysseus, sorry, Thalgrin. I've read the wrong name. And like kind of motion him to like lean down towards me.
I do so.
He drops the green skull on your head.
That's so fucked.
And I kind of like hold my hands out, like stay still. And I'm going to reach up, and I want to grab an eyelash and pluck it and put it in my bag. And then nod my
He
head
just
and continue
fucking
to walk.
cursed you. I hope
I
you know.
mean, can I have like a dexterity check to see if I let this happen?
I mean, if you don't want to let it happen, then you don't let it happen.
Definitely don't let that shit happen.
I'd pull away from him and ask what he's doing.
Yeah, because that's gonna help.
I kind of cover my eyes and then pop them back open.
I don't want to play peekaboo. I want to know what you're going to do with my eye, because I can't tell if he was going for my eye or my eyelashes.
Okay, new idea. Minor illusion in my hand, like him, and then I zoom in on his eye, and then like his eyelash starts to glow, and then it zooms back out, and I like kind of do a little fancy move with my other hand, and you slowly dissipate, and like
What kind
Become
of hellish hallucination are you like describing? It
It's very
zooms in on
weird.
his eyeball, and then his
so he
eyelash
knows I'm going after his eyelash. I'm not gonna get his eye.
hyper realistic.
I'd imagine.
I
him
mean, he
coming around
probably
the
still
corner-
wants to know why you want his fucking eyelash.
Maybe you want my eyelash.
I'd imagine him coming around the corner at this point, going, "What the hell are they doing?"
Perfect timing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so I would say we're like right here ish, like kind of almost to the bar, but not quite there. And yeah, and I would assume Gundren or Gideon, I mean, is like here.
And me and
able to
Ink
see us.
are right here. We can see it as well.
Okay.
Wait, where are we at?
We're cutting through this.
Oh,
You're
we
all
cut across.
starting to approach. You're all like 50 feet apart.
Yeah.
Okay, whenever he asks, "What do I need the eyelash for?" I'm gonna hold up my spell book.
Rahagu, I want to trust you, but I would prefer knowing what is going to happen to me if you get my eyelash. Will you just write it down, please?
He doesn't want to tell you, obviously. He's
I
honestly
I
evil.
get out a piece of paper and I write down, "It's a surprise" with a little smiley face, and I show it to him.
Yeah, because that's better.
Rahagu, you're my friend. You have never given me any reason to doubt you. I will
Hold up a gold piece.
I will trust you. I don't need your gold. I pluck one of my eyelashes and give it to him.
I was gonna say,
Okay.
trying to bribe him with gold is only gonna make him not trust you at all.
But he
Put the
already
eyelash in
tried
my
it, and
opponent's pouch
he still gave it
and
to him.
fasten it on my belt. And
You see him
my
trying to
wrist top.
smile, but he's actually just opening his beak a little bit.
Yeah,
I
I'm
nod my head and continue towards the bar.
I'll walk over. I'll see Gideon, and just when Rahagu walks inside the bar, I'll just look at him and like, could you keep an eye on me and see if anything weird happens? Rahagu, and I'll just say Rahagu took one of my eyelashes. I don't know why.
If anything happens, I will make sure to question him.
Excellent. Thank you. And I'll go
After you're dead.
yeah. After he ends whatever.
He
Jeez,
says, "Don't
what are
worry."
you going to do to me?
Well,
I wanna-
Gideon's
I wanna
got
just go look at his.
Gideon's in league with Sister Grail now, so if anything happens, you'll get a free burial.
That is true.
Your afterlife is taken care of.
Oh man.
He's gonna go look at my spell and try to go through every spell. Which one takes an eyelash? Which one takes an eyelash?
Also, as Gideon did, Sister Gabriel, did she have any more health potions?
You know, I did not ask her for one, but we can ask before we leave. We don't really need them at the moment.
That's
I
true.
figured the getting everything set up for our friend was more important.
Yeah.
Well, when we go to talk to the shop guy, he may have potions.
Yeah. Well, we'll go inside the bar and discuss it more.
Problem with the potions, they're very expensive, and we don't have that kind of money.
Yeah.
Yeah. But life is better than gold.
You would not say that, sir.
My life is better than gold.
That I could believe.
I'm worth it.
So when Thelgrun walked away to go talk to Gideon, I still continued into the bar.
Yeah, we're 15 seconds behind you.
All right.
I'm
head
doing
into the
something in
bar?
those 15 seconds.
What?
I'm messaging you because it's gonna be a secret.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Something to do
I
with the
don't-
eyelash.
He's casting polymorph on Tyler. He's gonna turn him into some kind of
Shouldn't have gave him that eyelash,
eyelashless
boy.
being.
Listen, if this, I mean, I have a spell that can like one hit you, so
You also have a best friend that can one-hit him.
yes, that can absolutely one hit him.
Be honest, guys. If I'm going to kill anybody, it's not going to be Thelgrun.
That's I believe.
But I would never give him an eyelash.
We all know
I
that.
didn't ask you.
That's why
I'm
you want
messaging you through
toenail
Steam
from you.
because Discord's not loading for some reason.
He'd wait until you went into one of your iconic elf sleep states, and
No, I'm still aware. And then I'd burn him to death
you burn him.
with my reactionary hellfire.
That's only if you take damage, though, right?
Yeah, but if he pulls an eyelash, that's damage.
How is that? Like a tenth of a
Yup.
hit?
Yep.
All right. So, you guys walk inside, following shortly behind Rahagu. You guys step into the sleeping giant, and you see a very ramshackled tap room. You notice a dwarven woman trying to repair the massive amounts of damage that has occurred.
Are you the bar owner?
Yes, that's me. How may I help you?
guessing the Red Brand did all this?
Yeah, they've been a bit of a trouble around here.
Have you
Do
seen
you-
them lately?
No, they all left a couple days ago in the middle of the night.
Do you have any idea where to?
Oh, bloody hell should I know?
Who should we talk
It's
to?
but just my job to follow them around all night? I deal with them
Yes.
enough already. Do you not see my place? They destroyed every bit of it.
I'm very sorry to hear that. But we're trying to get revenge for you. Please.
So yeah, you gonna fix my store for me and replace all the damage they done?
It's not revenge.
Shit, I answered that.
To fix your tavern, we are here looking for information on the Red Brand.
Yeah. What he said.
So yeah, kind of huffs a little bit, a little agitated. Continues cleaning. So, what information you looking for?
First, we wanted to confirm that they haven't been in your tavern in a while, since we heard that this is a place they like to hang out.
Did you not hear what I just bloody said?
I did hear it.
Settle down, madam. We're not the ones that caused the damage.
Did you happen to overhear anything on where they might have gone or any plans they might have had in the near future?
No, they just all stood up about the same time and walked out. Haven't seen them since.
All at once?
Yeah. It's very strange. Nobody even walked through the door, say anything. They just all stood up and walked out.
Is there a doorway that leads like behind the bar to like a more private area?
Yes, there is a door back behind the counter that leads outside.
Is it open?
It is not open, but it is not locked.
I'm gonna sneak behind the counter.
Okay.
My gosh.
Are you gonna get us in trouble, Crow?
You don't see anything.
Do you know about what time they all left?
It was pretty late in the middle of the night.
Last
What
night?
kind of gossip? Oh, you go on.
Yeah, what night? Was it last night that they?
It was several nights ago.
Several nights ago.
Must have been the night that we were in the manor.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking.
Must
What kind of gossip?
Behind this counter.
What was that?
I was asking if she has anything behind the counter.
Yeah. A lot of, you see a decent looking locked chest. Small.
Like any papers or anything like that?
Yeah, there's a few books, information on sales and stuff like that.
Okay.
I'll ask if she's open for business right now.
Oh, sure. What would you have?
What do you recommend?
Ale?
I'll take an ale.
I'll take an
Leather?
ale as well.
She walks back behind the counter and starts pouring
I'm avoiding her.
2 mugs of ale. Okay. I will
Who
need
would
a
we-
stealth check from you now.
Okay.
Here goes that one.
We'll we'll all go like sit at a table in the corner, I guess.
It is
Yeah.
at advantage, correct? Because that's a natural 20.
Yep. All right.
I'll
So,
ask her. Do you mind if I have an ale as well?
very well.
Do you know who would
Another one.
best be to talk to about the Red Brands and what rumors they may have heard? What kind of gossip they would have heard from the Red Brands?
She sets the mugs down in front of each of you. That'll be 4 coppers each.
Here's the gold for your time, my lady.
That's very nice of you, but still not enough to jog my memory.
How much would it take to
Yeah.
jog your memory?
She just stares at you.
Here's another 2 gold.
She continues to stare.
I pull out.
If she is standing not behind the bar, I want to start peeking in some of those books, and I want to see if there's any valuable information aside from just sales. Like, did she write down any gossip anywhere?
She is still standing behind the counter, right next
Well,
to
they
where that
said-
tender
they
box
s-
was.
They said they walked to a table.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Oh,
true.
you walked to a table?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
walked over to a
Okay.
table so that she would come deliver
Okay.
beers. Because
Just
I
so
will say-
everybody knows, you guys have not seen Rahagu since you walked into this bar.
Yeah, you guys have no idea where I'm at.
I'm sorry, I thought we would have seen him then.
Nope.
Okay. Okay.
In fact, I think most of you would be curious about that. You watched him walk in, but then you haven't seen him since.
He's a bird. They go off and do bird things.
he's
A bird that you
he's
know
perched
can't
up
fly.
somewhere in the rafters.
So, with
Laid
that in
in.
mind, did you go to a table or to the bar?
Yeah, I still would have gone to side of the table.
That's
Okay.
Yeah.
I actually was assuming that we were going to sit down at a table and discuss.
Agreed.
All right.
Yeah.
So, you guys are at the table. She is no longer behind the counter.
And I've given her 3 gold. How many have you given her, Belgren?
I have 10 set on the table. And
So
then
13 gold.
She nods at Thelgrin, but continues looking at Odysseus.
You son of a bitch. Alright, here's another 5.
So, what are you donating? 8 now?
Yeah.
I think I'm starting to remember.
Alright, you get 10, okay?
She grabs the coin. Ah, yes. See, what is that? There's a lot of gossip around here. Most in particular was about a man named Glassstaff. He
What
seemed
kind
to be
of-
the leader.
Yes. What have you heard about him?
Ah. And I think it's reason to believe they were hiding out in Tressendar Manor.
we also know that as well.
Well, you guys seem to know quite a bit.
We do. We were looking for more information.
I don't know what else I can offer you.
At the moment, you haven't offered us.
20 gold for very little info. You have to have
Apologies.
something
You didn't
else.
tell me what you already knew. You just simply asked me for information on them. That's what I know.
Is this why your shop got roughed up?
I ask if that
Josh, take 4 points of bludgeoning damage as she punches you in the face.
Apologize.
Josh
man.
sitting there
We
with a
cannot all
bloody
speak for
nose.
that's all she knows. Specifically, Glassstaff.
Yes, that is all I know. More than most of the town knows.
Thank you.
That door that's behind, is it a full door or is it one of those like half doors going into a kitchen type of thing?
No, there's a full door that leads outside.
Oh, it leads outside.
And it
Wait.
is through the kitchen. So there's an archway that leads into the kitchen area, and then a door in the kitchen that leads outside.
Oh fuck, I'm walking into the kitchen then. I thought you said there was a door that would lead into the kitchen, like a back room.
There's an archway that leads into the kitchen.
Okay, cool.
Wait, do you not look over the papers or in the locked or in the little chest box?
Well, I said I was doing that and he didn't tell me any valuable information, so I'm guess I can't do the locked anything. I don't have a way to unlock it.
Yeah, the box is locked.
Yeah,
He
so I-
wouldn't-
As for the papers, you don't find anything other than sales documents.
how big is that locked box? Is it like a huge chest or can I like pocket
No,
it?
it is. You wouldn't be able to pocket it, but you could easily carry it. It's about the size of a shoebox.
So I could get it underneath my cloak. So it is,
Do you try to?
I try to, yes.
All right.
Could
If
he
you
get
pick it
it-
up, you can. First, I need a sleight of hands. And as you
get it-
pick it up, you hear coins rattling inside.
Could he get it near himself and then cast minor illusion to make it blend in with something else as some kind of disguise?
Let him do the sleight of hand check first.
Oh, thank God, 20.
Is it a 20, you said?
Yeah, that's
So
a 20 after
You can
modifier.
feel the coins inside begin to shift, and you kind of catch yourself and stop them from making any noise.
Nice.
Okay. Under the cloak, does it, it does the thing?
It stands out.
I carefully put
There's
it
a
back.
there's a nice square bulge under your cloak. You put it back.
Use minor
Wait,
illusion on it. Change it.
Wait. So I put it under the cloak, and it doesn't turn into the same thing that I am currently
We know you're
because I
invisible.
have a spell.
I mean, it. I'm gonna say it doesn't because it wasn't on your possession when you cast it.
Okay,
don't-
I was trying to figure out how you ruled that. Okay, I'm
Right.
putting it back, and then I'm gonna go to the kitchen.
Now it was invisible under your cloak, but it only because the cloak was blocking it.
Wait, so
Well,
okay, so basically,
As
what
soon
I'm
as you
asking-
come out of invisibility, it's going to be very obvious you have it because there's a giant square bulge coming out of your cloak.
Right. He's asking
Okay,
if it's like
As of right now,
invisibility
yes.
or
If you tuck it
fire.
under your cloak, then it is invisible. I treat the spell as I don't treat it like I don't know how to word it.
I
Anything.
hear what you're saying.
Yeah, if you put it under your
Anything-
cloak, the cloak will make it will block it.
It's like the Harry Potter
anything,
cloak.
Yes, exactly. Good. Yeah.
anything the
Sweet.
target is wearing or carrying is invisible as long as it's on the target's person. So,
I determine it on your person when you cast the spell. So the box itself is not invisible, but if you put it under your cloak, the cloak will conceal it.
Okay, cool. So then it will go under my cloak then, and I will make my way into the kitchen. Because there's an archway, so I don't have to do a lot of noisy stuff there. About how much longer do I got?
Invisibility lasts an hour, so you got plenty of time.
Does it last an hour? I thought it only said a minute.
Nope. Greater invisibility is 1 minute.
Okay, well then, in that case, I am just going to I'm going to take my time throughout this entire conversation and slip my way out the front door best I can, trying to avoid her.
All right. After this, Grista starts walking back behind her counter. And she goes looking for her tinderbox to place the coin that she just got inside of it. She then walks back to your guys' table with an axe and slams on the table. So which one of you thieves just stole my box?
I'm sorry,
What are
man.
you
What?
talking about? We've been here the entire time.
You
Oh, I
said-
think you're so clever now, do you?
Do we look like thieves to you, lady?
I certainly haven't seen you in these parts before.
We just
And
gave you a bunch
My
of
box is
gold.
just there before you came in.
Maybe one of your staff stole
no,
it.
we've been sitting at this table this entire time. I don't see how you can accuse us of stealing from you.
Not to mention, we just donated to you very hefty for very little.
Yeah, 20 gold.
She starts walking to the front door.
Can I roll a
I am.
persuasion check that we're not the thieves?
So I wanted to make it clear: the second I hit that front door and made my way out, I didn't stop. I kept going.
Okay. You made it out.
I am going I'm going towards the mom and the kid. That's where I'm heading towards. That's my safe point right now.
All right.
The
Shortly after
What
you
is
make it
it?
out,
Yeah.
she slams the door shut and locks it.
Sorry,
oh my
guys.
gosh.
Are you guys going to give me my box back, or am I going to have to beat it out of you?
Can I do a
Dwarf, are you really threatening 4 very intimidating looking people?
Oh, you don't scare me, lads.
Well, 2.
I've been dealing with these red bands for months now.
How much?
Yeah,
They
it looks
don't scare
like
me.
it.
You
Look at
don't.
your building.
Hold on. How much was in the lockbox?
Several hundred coin.
Oh Jesus, I can't give that.
Can I roll a persuasion check to convince her that we didn't steal it?
You can certainly try.
I will try.
Can I help
Damn
him with
fucking
that? or-
I
birds.
was gonna say,
They're
should
not
we get
thieves.
advantage since the
That is
entire
a-
party is trying
No,
this?
because if you're helping him,
23.
Josh is probably hindering him.
Okay.
Now
he-
roll again because that's with disadvantage.
Oh, I'm sorry. Sure. I didn't hear that part. Well, okay.
Well,
That's gonna be a
but
12.
wouldn't it nullify since the whole group is trying to persuade?
No.
No, because half the group is not trying to persuade.
Dwarf, do you want to search us? To
She
see
literally
what
just messed with that box 30 minutes before you came in. And she has not had any other guests since then. She full-heartedly believes you just tricked her and stole her box.
Where would we put this box at?
I don't know,
Would
but
like
you
to
better
share
bring it to
this?
me. Well, go on
Big
then,
is
strip.
this box?
All right, I will strip.
It still ain't gonna help you any.
Yeah, I'm not stripping for her.
I don't know what you want from us, lady.
I don't know. One of your
Dan.
friends grabbed it while I was distracted and ran out the back door with it.
Then couldn't anybody have done the same thing?
Before we came in.
Yeah.
Very unlikely. I think you guys were the distraction.
Maybe, but not intentionally.
Now,
Why would
either you give me my box or you hand over all your coin.
You're not getting my coin. You already have 10 gold. You already fleeced me for no information.
Yeah. You will not be getting any more gold from me.
She draws her axe.
You can't be so unreasonable that you'd really think that we'd
I'm going to
Come
cast
in
sleep
here.
on her.
That box is my livelihood, and you're trying to take that from me. I
We
am
have
very
taken
unreasonable
nothing
right
from
now.
you.
See this cast sleep.
Yes.
Go ahead and try and roll it.
Gosh.
Keep forgetting. It's a D10 or D8.
All right, Ragu, at this point, you could have made it to the farm.
Okay, I am not going to the house. I'm going straight into the barn.
Okay.
I'm taking out the box. Now, I want to actually take a good look at. Is it just a wooden box? Is it a metal box? What is it?
It is a wooden box with metal trim.
Metal trim. Okay, and then like the lock. How's it fastened on? Like, could I take a hammer and like try to pry it off?
Probably. Yeah.
Okay, I'll grab a hammer and I'm gonna start prying it off.
All right. I need a strength check.
Fuck.
You know he purposely did that after what he gave you.
Yeah, I know. I know. 8.
You actually break it off.
Nice.
Oh yeah. I flexed to myself because I'm awesome.
And hurt yourself. Take 2 damage.
Probably. And then I'm gonna start counting my money.
All right. Inside, you find 540 gold pieces, or assorted pieces, but it totals up to 540 gold pieces.
540 gold pieces. Wow.
Straight to my inventory. Y'all know nothing about it.
We obviously have a complete idea of what just happened.
Yeah.
I mean,
Seeing as
I don't
how
know.
we saw you walk in and then you're not in here.
And then
I'm playing it as far as my
a
character
shitload of
knows.
money is missing.
he doesn't know what the heck's going on. Honestly, I don't know if my character even noticed that Rohaga went missing.
I would
noticed because I was talking to Thelgrim at the time.
Yeah, and I just handed him an eyelash 20 seconds.
No, I'm not saying you guys didn't
Yeah.
know. I'm saying Ink doesn't know if he has no clue what's going on.
Sure.
Just
I
like
think you guys
some-
could piece it together pretty easily. You guys
Yeah.
watched Ragu walk
Okay.
in, and suddenly you are getting accused of stealing her box, and you would realize, wait, Rahagu's not here with us. We watched him walk in. I
Yeah.
think it's pretty obvious what happened.
Well,
Yeah.
Thelgrim, I think I'm going to have to make good on that promise I made to you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
If we hand you all of our coin, would you let us out?
I already cast sleep on it.
That's right.
He's a cat sleep on her.
Yep.
Did,
I will also cast calm emotions.
She fell
After
asleep.
this.
she fell asleep.
Yep.
She's a dwarf. She's not like a fighter. She's not gonna have a lot of health.
Yeah,
Let's
right.
go and put her in her room very gently and go find that fucking bird.
I have an idea of where he might have gone.
I'm gonna take her axe in case she does come to at any point, and I'm just gonna like hide it behind something, like behind a. I don't know. I don't know what exactly is in this bar. Is there something I can hide it behind? Do I see anything?
It's more. There's no cabinets or anything. It's just shelves behind it.
How long does sleep last?
I don't know.
Long enough for us to walk out of here.
Yeah.
1 minute.
Yeah, so you guys didn't lay her in her bed. You just kind of walked out. Yes.
I would have immediately started walking out. Maybe finished my drink. And
We should keep one person here so she doesn't go crazy when we're all gone.
Yeah,
and she
hide the
misses
axe
all her
anywhere.
money.
I'll just when we walk out, I'll like toss it on the side of the building. So
I'm
that she
still
won't
saying one
immediately-
person's staying here while we try to find her money.
What?
Because do we want the whole
Okay, you
town
stay
thinking
in
that
there.
we're thieves?
You stay in there then.
We need someone more physically
I'm not
strong
gonna attack
that
this
can.
person.
I'm not, so I don't want to attack her either. But I can't fucking hold her down or she goes crazy.
I'm not gonna hold her down. That's just not right.
Right. Let's go find the bird. Can we? What kind of check would you like to see if we can find maybe footprints
How
or
much
something?
gold do we have
behind?
altogether?
We don't have
Oh.
500 gold.
I know
I have
we
about
500.
Okay, hold on. Before we all like run out the door to Rohagu to try to find him, maybe we should leave. Let's get her axe out of there. We'll leave 2 people behind. That way we can say, "Hey, we're here to show that we think we might know what happened to your money." And that way she doesn't like run through the town screaming,
That's
"They
what I'm
stole
saying.
my
If you
money."
want to do it. I'm gonna go find the bird.
I'll
Oh,
stay
I-
with her, but I need somebody that's physically adept. Because I can calm her emotions.
Gideon, would you come with me?
I will go with you.
Okay.
Thank
Let's go
you so
find
much.
The bird.
Oh, I guess I'll stay behind
You're welcome.
then.
So, would you like a perception check or a survival check to see if we could see footprints? Or
I will need a survival check at disadvantage.
At
at
disadvantage.
disadvantage? Okay. Can we,
No, just do regular. Just do regular.
okay.
Redo it.
You want me
Yeah,
to roll,
that's
Tyler?
Can we both do it? See what?
Can do
Okay,
a help
yeah.
action.
You can do one with advantage then.
Okay. Then
How
we'll
did this go from disadvantage to advantage?
Well, I started thinking, wait, this isn't pass without trace. You don't.
Yeah.
This doesn't cover your tracks at all.
right.
You want me to
If
roll?
we're-
So
Yeah,
that's when I went to
Yeah,
regular.
I would
And
like-
if they are going to use the help action, then I'm going to give them advantage.
I'll ask Gideon. Will you look for tracks? Bird tracks.
19.
19. You scour the area and you don't find any signs.
What?
I have a feeling that he would run back to the farm.
Let's go talk to the woman and this kid. I'm sure he.
Do you not have any magic to locate him?
No,
Oh, him.
I have.
I'm the one
magic
that has the
to-
location magic.
I can cook him.
I can mind spike him.
You and your mind spike. That ain't gonna do anything. You know it.
Yeah.
I will let me always find him even when he's invisible.
We are going to head to the farm.
I will.
I'm sending out my dragon to look for him too, Carrie.
When we get there, I'll
But
knock
you have
on
to.
the door.
You don't have a dragon right now.
That's right, it died, didn't it?
Yep.
Good.
And it's gonna take a while to reconjure, doesn't it?
Yeah, a couple hours.
It
I
takes
will.
an hour.
I will
So,
knock-
Josh, Mind Spike does 3d8. You would kill Rohagu potentially if you tried
Yeah,
to use that.
I am fine with that.
It's not even.
I
It's not
don't
even the
accept
fact that
I
it
have a
would
thieves in our
question.
party.
nullify invisibility. You would know where he was because he'd be unconscious.
Go ahead, Tyler.
So I have a question for Odysseus. What factually does this new character that replaced your dead brother have against Rohaku aside from this last little thing? Because you act like your character hates my fucking guts and it's pissing me off.
What? I don't hate your gut. I hate all non-elves, sir. And crows.
Over
especially.
Thanks,
half of our
awesome.
party is non-elf.
all of them.
All of our parties.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I give them all crap.
Seems like you give the bird a little more crap than the rest.
Yeah,
And
he's
it's really
a bird.
annoying.
He's a
It
bird.
it goes both ways, Tyler.
Yeah, quit
You
being-
are supposed to be friends.
Yes.
Well, friends wouldn't set somebody up and steal a chest full of treasure.
Yeah, you
True.
started this whole thing by almost getting him killed by the Red Brains with your dragon.
That
It
wasn't
That's what
intentional.
fucking pissed me off. Be
That
honest.
wasn't-
Well,
it
whatever.
saved
I
it,
don't
it saved
care.
your life.
But you didn't know it was going to in the first place.
Minor details. Minor details.
So, while we're going to the, so Thelgrin, you'd agree that we should go to the kid and the mother because that's the place he's most common to go to.
Most likely.
So we'll head over there, and I'm guessing it's been over a minute at this point. So if you want to head back to the bar and have the little scene with them.
– Did somebody stay at the bar?
Two of them did.
Yeah,
I
me
did.
and Ink.
But I freaking threw her axe outside somewhere
Ink and
where she
Odysseus
wouldn't
stayed at
find
the
it.
bar with her.
Yes.
All right. She wakes up and she is pissed. And she immediately starts storming outside.
I'm standing in the doorway.
She tries to shove you out of the way.
I say, "Madam, hold on," and I try to calm her down and
Do you stop her?
I
Alright,
will
I
try
need
to.
I need an opposed athletics.
All right. That is a 17.
All right. You are able to stop her.
I'll just say,
Get out of my
"Ma'am,
bloody way.
please calm down and let me explain what's going
No,
on."
the town master is going to hear about this.
I don't think that will be necessary. We should, the rest of my party members, should have this resolved in a very short amount of time. If you'd please be patient and wait.
You want me
I'm
to
not-
be patient while you make further distance with my coin?
Look, two of us have stayed behind to show that we're not trying to steal from you. We may know who stole it, and two of my party members have gone off to see if we're correct.
Oh, and you expect me to just believe you?
Two of us have stayed behind to prove ourselves, to prove that we mean you no harm.
I think you just stayed behind to buy your friends more time.
And what
You're
would we
probably
do
out there
after
spending the gold right now.
that?
She tries to push
Uh,
past you again.
As this before that whole conversation, I nodded towards Odysseus, because I wanted him to, use his calm emotions, while I'm again trying to stop her.
Say that part again.
When I nodded at you, it was as in you should probably use your calm emotions,
I mean, it only lasts
like we
a
talked
minute.
about. Well, what does it do? Suppress strong emotions in a group of people?
Calms.
Yeah, it's just to calm her down so that she stops trying to run to the headmaster.
All right. Well, I'll try to cast it. Carrie, you have to do a charisma check.
She's a barkeep.
Dwarves
She
are-
probably has really good charisma.
Maybe.
Yeah.
With our luck.
She got a 12.
I
Oh,
don't think that passes.
it doesn't. It's a 13.
Yeah.
Thank goodness. All right, so as he's doing that, I'll keep trying to persuade her that that we're not her enemy and that we're actually trying to help find out what happened here.
We're just gonna try to calm her down because she's charmed. The effect does resume after,
Yes. You have 1 minute.
so we're gonna try to calm her down, telling her that we sent our other friends to try to find her gold of her chest of gold.
Yeah, so
goodies.
I'm just gonna explain. We think we may know who used this as a distraction, and
We had no
decided-
part of
half
it.
of us. Half of us have decided to go try and find it, but we really don't want, any
trouble
huge
with
town
the town.
commotion. Yeah, we don't want any trouble with the town. We're trying to do the opposite. We're trying to help the town. That's why we wanted information about the Red Friends in the first place. That's why we came to you.
All right. Back to Gideon and Thelgrin.
So I knocked on the door.
Ellen answers.
Have you seen Rahagu?
No, not since he was last here.
Would you mind if we have a look around for him?
By all means, go ahead.
Thank
Then-
you. Our apologies for the intrusion.
Yes. He has gone missing, and we are looking for him.
Oh, I hope you find him.
I also hope that. Just kind of do a quick check around the house, and I assume we don't find him. So ask if we can go check out back in the barn.
Yeah, you can go check.
Excellent. And we'll walk over there.
All right. Rahagu, are you still invisible?
Has
It has not been an hour.
that I'm still invisible.
Okay.
They would find the box on the ground though.
Yep. You guys, where did you do it? Right in the middle of the barn or kind of in the back?
If I found a hammer, I took the box to the hammer. So wherever I found the hammer.
Probably on a workbench or something.
Yes. So you guys open the barn and you guys notice a box that is opened and shiny sitting on the workbench to your right.
Well, I think we found the box.
I agree.
Is there any coin laying around on the floor, or is it all on him?
Did
I don't.
he put it all in
Rahagu-
the coin pouch, is what he said earlier. So
His coin
Yeah.
pouch is not big enough to carry it.
I have other pockets and stuff. I'm putting it. I just put it in all the pockets that I had, basically.
and how long would it have taken him to do that?
Oh, he'd be done by now.
Yeah, probably done by now.
Okay. I'll call out to Rahagu and ask if he's here.
It's Elgrun and Gideon. I trust these two. You'd hear a squawk from the back corner. I had to think. I'm like,
In a more stern tone of voice, I will ask why you have the barkeep's box.
I make the sound of coins rattling.
So, for two things. One, is you don't have to say it, but Rahagu, are you an evil character? You don't have to say.
Chaotic at this point.
Put the coin back in the box. It is causing lots of problems right now.
Yeah, put the coins back in the box. The barkeep is very upset and threatening to have us run out of the town.
I will very gingerly. I'm not dropping invisibility. Make my way over to the box,
You guys
And
can see the hay moving as he walks across it.
Uh-huh.
and I will. They don't know how much was in it, so I am putting all but I'm keeping 30 gold pieces for myself.
Okay,
How much did you give me again?
520.
520, so I'm putting back 490.
Did you not have any gold on you originally?
I thought it was more.
I thought it was like 550 or something.
Yeah, like
Did I say that?
I thought you said like a weird number, like 546 or 544.
I might have. I
Well,
honestly don't remember.
Rahagu had 22 gold and 2 silver on him originally before he got all this money. If that helps.
I'll just drop it down to 52 gold.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I can do that. Fuck, wrong button. Gold. 20.
I'll add. Why did you steal this? You don't
Listen,
have any interest in the gold
we-
anyway, or
we
at
can
least you
fi-
have before.
We can figure that out later. I think at the moment it is very urgent that we get this back.
I agree.
We're going to take the box with what coin he put in it and head back to the barkeep.
I am not following.
Algren grab him.
I
I'm
did,
invisible
I did
still.
not expect you to steal that. I was expecting you to look inside of it for signs of her working with the red brands or something.
So
I didn't find anything else in there, did I?
Nope.
I mean, she just took us for 20 gold for like common knowledge information.
It doesn't matter. She's still going to be pissed. We still technically stole 30 gold from her.
No, I'm saying, yeah. She's already like not the nicest person in the world,
So
considering
she's going to
she
be
just took it for 20
uncharmed
gold.
way before we get back, I take it, because that conversation we're having is going to be at least a minute.
Well, it says that, if I'm reading this correct, that like the effect persists after.
No,
It's concentration.
as soon as the spell ends, she goes back to the way she was before.
Probably
Oh,
hostile
okay.
at that point.
Well, I've explained it to her in a calmed state so that she could
Yes.
actually process what I was saying, I would assume,
She's a
rather
dwarf,
than
they
being
don't
in a
process
rage
things
and
like
not
that.
listening.
Yeah, Gideon is correct here. You are not convincing her of anything.
Okay. Well, that's a useless spell then. I don't know why you even
Not
got it,
to tell
Josh.
you. Because a minute in combat is 8 rounds.
So,
So,
I don't get it. So what they can't, they're not actually thinking when they're in that state, or
I mean,
what?
combat is 10 rounds.
It's the fact that it's her personality,
Yeah.
and you're not altering her way of thinking.
what I
Because that's
It'd
just
be
the way
best-
she is.
You could
What
use
I know of
combination with a
darkness-
creature that is not smart and just goes,
Well,
Oh,
no, I'm
no.
just saying, like, if you're like in a rage where she was, like, she's not hearing anything I'm saying at that point. But at this point, she could actually. I would assume that she could actually listen if
I'd
she's not.
assume she hears what you're saying.
Oh, she
Sometimes
hears you,
does.
but she's still not believing it.
Yeah.
Even though
Well,
she's calmed down, she still doesn't believe a word you're saying.
What I know of darkness would work on a dwarf as far as what's that other vision other than darkness?
Dark vision,
No, what's the other one? Blind vision.
blind
Would I know
sight.
would I know if a dwarf had blind sight?
You would know very few creatures in the world have blind sight. Blind sight is like, think of a bat's sonar.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I tell Gideon that I'm gonna cast darkness, and we're just gonna make sure she doesn't leave.
You
We're not
can't
gonna hurt
cast
her.
it- You cast it both
Um,
ways.
Darkness is not part of my pack.
Yeah, it's a trait. I'm gonna just like tell him, hold on before you cast any more spells, and I'll just keep trying to handle the situation.
Actually, I haven't used any of my spells. Because even
Actually, I
calm
think,
emotion is my.
I think it'd be better if you use the help action to help me to make sure that.
Help you do what? Help you restrain
Make sure she
her?
doesn't like knock me down and run screaming through the town if I roll 2 1s or something, or a 1.
I could block the door and I could just keep casting Blade Ward.
What does that do? No.
The bludgeoning, piercing, and
creates a
slashing.
whirlwind of daggers.
No, it
Yeah,
doesn't.
let's not do that.
Oh no, I'm thinking of cloud of daggers. Never mind.
Okay.
Yeah, this stops
Gosh.
bludgeoning, piercing, and
You can
slashing
throw a
damage.
cyclone of daggers through her plate. That'll help.
You have resistance.
All right, so
So you still take the
the-
damage. You're going to take half damage.
the spell has faded. You start to see her forehead turning bright red again. She tries to shove past you again.
We'll continue to resist.
She got a 10.
I got an 18.
All right. After you block her path again, she starts storming to the back door.
How long will it take us to get
And
back?
apparently she makes it out the back door.
Do you want me to fucking cast this spell or not?
I mean, nobody's doing anything to her. She's walking.
Alright, I'm casting darkness.
All right. She's going to be able to get out
No, you're gonna go restrain her.
in the dark.
He
Yes.
can't see
He
her.
can't see her now.
He can hear her. He followed after her.
Well, I
You
saw
can
what-
hear her. She's kind of thudding around now. She
Yeah.
ran into the wall. Now she's feeling her way back out. But she has a better idea of her store, so
Yeah, she'll know where the door is.
Alright, go do some fucking sumo tackling, restraining shit on her.
You have entangled, do you not?
Yeah, but I don't want to tear up her shop anymore that it's already tore up.
Is it going to tear up her shop?
Yeah, it uses like vines and shit.
Oh my gosh. I don't even know what to do. Like, I can't see anything. I don't
Go
know.
restrain her. I'll turn off darkness. Go
You-
restrain her.
okay, yeah. I was
All
gonna
right.
you
I'll
can drop
go try
concentration
to.
anytime.
Yeah,
try
I'm
to
not trying
stop her
go
from
restrain.
going out the other door.
All right, she is at the back door right now.
If you casted darkness, did you?
Yes.
Yeah.
So neither one
But-
of you could see through, right?
I
Well,
turned it off.
he can drop concentration on it. It will.
Yeah.
Well, she's gonna have a big lead at that point.
Yeah, she's already at the back door, and you're still standing at the front door.
I'll misty step in front of her.
Okay.
Try to restrain her.
You can't because you cannot see it.
I turned off darkness.
Yet you still can't see through the wall that's between you.
What do you mean? Well, let's be there.
He walked into the kitchen, which is a different room.
Oh, so we just don't know where she went now.
You
Well,
know
I'm
she's
done
in
with
that
this.
kitchen.
Well, wait a minute.
This is on the
Doesn't George
bird.
have
I'm done
dark
with
vision,
this.
or does he not?
I-
Can he not see through his darkness?
Yeah, I
No.
can't see through.
Nobody can. Darkness is like a cloud of ink. Nobody can see through it.
All right. Well, we'd have to assume that she went out the back if I'm standing in the front door and she's gone.
You now hear the back door opening.
Okay. Eric, you're gonna have to rush that way and try to misty step as soon as.
I'm not gonna fucking restrain her out in the middle of the road. Where
No,
everybody
back
can
Open
see.
door.
up the back
This way.
door.
Yeah, she's outside now.
Yeah, but there's
Delgrin and Gideon, you now see a dwarf walking around the side of the bar.
We're gonna yell
We
to
call
her.
Very pissed off and stomping and storming.
I'm gonna run at her with the coin in my hand in the air, yelling for her.
With the chest, I'm assuming in the chest,
yes.
so she
Yes,
can recognize.
obviously. Let's roll without the coin.
Yeah, at least one of you got a brain.
Our stupid companion
She quickly snatches the box away from you.
robbed you.
I see you already broke the lock off of it.
It was broken when we found it. We are fair.
It's great. Now I get to count it all over again.
That is fine.
She starts carrying the box back inside.
Is she going through the back door or the front door?
Front door.
So is she. Am I? So I guess I'm seeing her come in back in. I'm like, how did you get over there?
So I'll just.
This door's fucking magical.
She walked out the back door. You and Josh kept bickering. She was still walking. Time didn't stop just because you two were arguing. She kept walking, walked around the side, saw Gideon, snatched the box from Gideon, and continued walking up to the front door, and is now walking through the front door.
Okay, I'll just.
Back inside.
You, as
If
far
you
as
wouldn't
I'm
have
aware,
a
are still
door,
standing at the front door because you never said you was running after her.
Yeah, I'll shove
Ink gets
aside.
hit in the back of the head.
Yeah.
I have done nothing but good things here.
No,
I
you're
held
blocking the
the
door. The door
rail.
swings open and you get hit with
she
the
has
door.
her
That's
hand
what
outside,
happens.
you threw it outside.
Oh my gosh, she didn't notice it. She was too angry.
You are correct.
Yeah, I'm moving out of the side as soon as I see her storming.
I'm going back to the table and drinking my beer.
No, she orders you to get out of her store immediately.
Don't you want to count the gold before we leave to make sure
I
it's
will
all
count
there?
my gold, but not with you in here.
Okay.
Very well. We leave and head straight back for where we found Rahagu.
I will not be heading that way. I will wait here.
No, she wants us to leave. We need to not.
Well,
be
if I
here.
see the bird, he may die. So I will not go in that direction.
I will say Rohaku is going to have to take some kind of punishment for doing this. In Ink's opinion.
I'm not gonna lie, I am extremely surprised. Out of everybody, I expected this to come from either Josh or Dan.
I don't
I'm
steal
lawful.
mine.
I'm lawful.
That don't mean anything. You're a lawful murder
Because
hobo.
good thing.
You're still murder hobo, Lewis.
I'm
Yeah,
the
but
least
it's
murder
the
hobo.
druid.
This is probably the least. Nah, Felgren's right there, and Rahagu's right there. Those
So
three
I-
are good. They have not been murder hobos.
I
Dan is by far the worst murder hobo so far.
yeah.
Dan is through the
Dan
first
is
stab
thinking
at just
more.
about everything you guys
No,
encountered.
Lewis threw the first stab at the druid.
The druid
That's
is-
the
Yeah, but
only
that-
thing he did, and that
What
thing was
is
actually
Dan?
acting aggressive.
Dan only threw the first stab at Greystat, whatever the fuck his
Glass
name is.
staff.
Because we all had already decided we were going to kill the bastard.
He also threw the first stab at the Nothic.
The who?
Because it attacked me. That's
It did not.
defending myself.
It did not attack you at all. It cast its rotting gaze at Felgren because Felgren asked him a question
It
and he
tried to
answered with a
grapple me with its tentacles or whatever. That's why I attacked back, because it got a surprise attack on me.
no. It was still it was climbing down the wall talking. And
Yeah,
you
we
have
were
it.
having a conversation
Oh
when
yeah,
you
'cause
when
they
you
were in the middle of
attacked
a
it, Dan.
conversation. You hit it.
Yeah.
Wait, what
Uh,
creature? Oh, they're talking about
What?
in the
What?
The thing
first.
that
Are
almost threw
you-
you into the pit.
Yeah, the thing that tried to throw me in the pit.
Yeah.
Oh,
I
that
was just
thing.
there for that, so
I
I
thought
didn't
you were
see
talking
it.
about that stupid worm thing that we just.
No.
I was
Oh,
like,
no.
what are you talking
The worm
about?
was
That thing
super
Thing
killed
attacked
me.
you. Yeah.
No, that Nothic was some like deformed wizard or whatever. Like
It was like basically a one-eyed golem from
it
Lord
was
of the
an
Rings.
evil creature. Like,
Its
you
description
can't-
even reads like golem, except for it's telepathic.
that was
Either
an evil
way.
creature.
It was.
That's the
But-
only creature that he attacked first, so you're not selling it.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
you can't. I've only done things in like because
No,
I'm trying to
the
do
way-
the
the way
right
you
thing.
look at it, Glass Staff was going to let you take the kid and leave.
No, we
Yeah,
had all decided we were not going to let Glassstaff live.
Yeah,
you
because we
literally
all
kidnapped
decided.
a kid. You were the only
Three
one
of
that
us
weren't
did.
there. The three of us did.
Yeah, and then right after you guys decided that, you were like, "Please don't hurt us anymore.
Yeah.
We're
Listen,
so sorry
because-
for what we've done."
When I said that, I had 2 hit points and had already expelled all of my.
Yeah, you didn't hear my ass saying that shit.
Yeah, I
I didn't
choose.
say a
my-
thing.
I fight to the death.
I was paralyzed and then put unconscious, so I didn't have a chance to say anything.
Right. The one that was in the room who could do damage, because I've seen you cast Eldritch Blast at the wall several times.
I have plenty of time.
Unconscious, and the only other spellcaster in the room was worthless, so I did plead for at least my life. But starting.
I know you're a coward. It is okay.
Stain, you guys
But
can't
I was
say
not
that
gonna
I'm some
beg
kind
for
of,
my
like,
life.
murderous person when I
And
am
technically, we cannot blame Dan for that attack because we had all made that plan.
yeah.
Whatever.
But I didn't know he attacked the.
And it was Gideon that
creature,
decided
so-
to attack that freaking necromancer in that other tower. So Gideon's the murder hobo
I never
here.
hit him. I was going to think
You
about hitting
still-
him, and then I think someone else walked up and hit him first because I didn't get my attack
Yeah.
on him.
I went back and watched. Ink was the first one to swing at him too. That one was agreed upon by the party to attack.
No,
him.
hold on. The necromancer, I went the opposite direction and fought a skeleton. Gideon tried to rush up and attack him.
Gideon didn't get a chance to move because someone else attacked him first.
Right.
Who are you talking? Which one are you? I'm talking
Someone
about the
cast-
necromancer
someone
in the
cast
tower.
a-
There was a spell cast at him before I could even do anything.
Yeah, someone cast a spell
You
on
were,
Harmon. that was trying to
yeah,
have a
you were going to
conversation.
try to surprise attack him though, and then somebody cast a spell. You were the one that had decided to attack him. I
yeah, I
was
thought he was gonna give you a weapon. Like you walked up. and
Yeah,
you
you
were
were
ready to get a
pretending-
weapon from
you were
him.
pretend.
He
You were
walked up pretending to do that, but yeah.
yeah. So again, I was not the one
way-
who initiated that. I wanted to leave that entire time. I got dragged into it.
Still
I was
doesn't
not
feel
the one who
like
initiated that fight.
this place.
Back to our campaign.
Yes.
We need to discuss what we're going to do about the certain party member.
I'll let you guys decide because mine will be too extreme. So
I would suggest that he takes a reduction in any findings we have, and we keep a very close eye on him for a little while.
okay, but what
He's
happens
still
when the
in front.
dwarf lady, if he stole some gold out of that chest, we are gonna get banished from this town.
Then we will pay back the gold.
And we'll turn him in if we have to.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'm gonna leave it up to you guys.
Turn him into
Let's
who?
go.
They have no guards.
It's true.
This town is.
They have a
has nothing.
headmaster.
What? How do we know if he's even gonna show back up? And then he'll still.
The
be
headmaster
us
can
that
put a
gets
hit
blamed.
on us. He wouldn't necessarily have to try
Hagi
to.
is a friend of ours. He will not leave us like that.
Right.
How do you know that the druid didn't change him?
I'll say I didn't think he would steal like that either.
Correct. We
As
all
we
have
walk
lapse in,
back.
we all have lapse in judgment as I look around at the party.
And I stare back at Gideon.
I don't. We don't steal. We kill evildoers. There's a difference.
Not really.
Gray's staff was evildoer, that necromancer was an evildoer. When have we done, other than attacking a bear, which even then was questionable because he was in a threatening stance? That was about the only act that we've done that wasn't really
It's true. We
not
have
against
Well,
something evil.
While
Um,
they're
more
arguing,
solid
I
fights
walk
with
back
them
to the
against
bar.
very evil NPCs.
Like, in what realm is a necromancer a good person?
You never know.
Except
Necromancer
Gary's
doesn't have
realm.
to be a bad person.
He was a bad person. We already know that, though. He's working for the bad guy.
No, we don't know.
Did I get back to the bar?
I
He
don't
had
know.
one of the idols.
We don't know that he's
Yeah, I'll
working
be
for the
back.
bad guy. He could be the bad guy.
He could be. That is true.
Are we back at the
I
barn
think
yet?
that
No,
the
we're
bad
not-
guy.
We're in front of
I
the
walked
tavern
away.
arguing.
I
Yeah.
walked away from you guys.
Yeah, the only
I don't know if Carrie heard
I
me.
thought we were
Yeah.
on our way to the barn. I
No,
thought we
we
were
were
walking.
stopped.
I didn't want to go to the barn because.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
yeah.
right. Josh didn't want to go to the barn.
so
Carrie
Thalgrim's
hasn't
back at the barn at this point.
Wild.
So where do we proceed from here? Because we need to get as much information before we get kicked out of this town.
I
So
don't
we should
know.
probably go
I don't
talk.
We need to talk to Gundren's friend, the one we turned the supplies into.
Yes.
So we need to at least, have him send word to Gundren's brothers about his death and let him know what happened. As well as take care of a few other things with what is Borthen, or what was his name?
I'm looking it up one second.
So,
Yeah, it's Elmore Bortham.
while they are all deciding this, do I know where the head of the town is located? The person who's in charge.
Yes, that would be the town master.
I'm going to head to the town master to explain what happened before someone else explains it badly to him. So I will head his way to look for him.
All right, and he is located right in the center of town. Oh, which house is he? Oh, yeah, he is this place.
Oh, nice. So I'm heading that way.
Is it that place? I thought it was the tavern. Or the inn.
This is the inn.
That's the inn? Okay. That works.
I might have mispointed those earlier.
It doesn't matter.
Yeah,
All
I
right.
remember.
Heading there, first thing you notice is a large board with a note hanging on it.
What does the note say?
Looking for hire, someone to deal with orc problem.
Oh, we can get ourselves some extra
Does it say
gold.
who is looking for the hire or how much?
You would probably have to talk with the town master.
I'm heading that way anyway.
Well, it's right at the base
Right
of
up.
the stairs leading up
Okay.
to the door. All right, so you knock on the door. Ooh. And the door barely wedges open, maybe 2 inches. But through it, you can see this man kind of peering through.
Oh, Jesus.
God.
Hartman.
What do you want?
My apologies for disturbing you, my good man. I need to report an issue that may have occurred at one of your inns. Or, I'm sorry. it was
Quickly
a-
now, I cannot be bothered.
A member of my party may or may not have stolen some gold from them. We have attempted to return it to her. She is counting them.
He
as she
rolls
goes
his
along.
eyes. So you're thieves then?
No. One of them is a thief. We are taking care of this. I just come to explain ourselves and I'll hand him 30 gold as a apology. Because he seems like the type who could take a bribe.
He puts his hand at the door but does not reach outside of it.
Alright, I hand him 30 gold.
All right, so you will have to put your hand inside too.
That is fine. I'll put my hand inside.
Okay. And who was this you stole from?
I don't remember her name. She's the barkeep.
Owner of the
at-
bar.
What was that bar?
Not the barkeep. She's the owner of the bar.
Same thing. owner of the bar. What bar is that called?
Sleeping Giant.
The Sleeping Giant. I know I have it written down. Yeah, here it is.
Oh, Grista. You stole from her and lived to tell the tale?
Luckily,
We had to
yes,
use some magic to calm her down.
like I said, we are apologizing for such an offense, and we are handling the perpetrator ourselves for you.
He rolls his eyes and exhales deeply. Very well. Be gone.
We'd also
cannot be
like to talk
troubled
to you
with this.
about this orc quest.
Yes. Go kill the orcs. Come back. You get paid.
Where are they at?
Go find them.
Thank you for your time.
Okay.
And we will step aside.
He shuts the door.
Well-
Outside with meta knowledge, I took 30 gold from the box and you tipped him 30 gold. That's gonna look real suspicious.
I didn't
Gotta
even think
love it.
twice. I didn't
Continue.
remember how you took. I forgot about that.
Oh, no.
That's why you said 30 gold.
No, I did 30 gold because it's about half of what I own.
Right.
So
And we wouldn't have known how much.
yeah,
I know, but it's just still funny.
it is funny. Yes,
Yes.
I plan on paying him. We plan on paying back the barkeep if she comes looking for more gold.
I say we go on this goblin adventure and get out of town.
Still don't have any
Or-
leads.
We need to go talk to the dwarf
Alright.
before we leave.
Yeah,
I
I'm
still want to be
heading
able to come back to
towards-
this town.
Fourth end.
Yeah, we still need to go talk to Thorson too.
Is
Barthen.
Yeah,
So-
Barthen.
I go back to the barn. Is Rahagu still in there? I call out to him. Are you still here, Rahagu?
A moment passes and a very small coo can be heard.
We've given the money back. Why did you do this?
I just make the sound of rattling coins.
You did it just to steal money?
Has it been an hour yet?
No.
Yeah.
Oh my
It
God.
is getting very close, though. Probably about 45 minutes.
I will go ahead and drop invisibility. I'm sitting in a corner, hunched, like curled up, holding my knees, and like my eyes are really wide because I've never seen that much money before.
Oh my god.
And the look of regret on my face of giving it back is immense. I should have kept it.
So, can I do like an insight check to see if the expression he's making is one of regret or one of like is
I think it's pretty obvious. He
looks
he looks very disappointed that he doesn't have it.
well,
He's-
I don't know why he's disappointed. I'll ask him. Are you
He has that expression of a kid that just lost his toy.
right?
Exactly. 'Cause
I will
He's not upset
ask
that he did the action. He's upset that he doesn't have it anymore.
That's exactly what I'm going to ask him. Are you upset that you stole or upset that we took it away from you? And I'll say it slowly enough so he can nod his head at whichever one it is.
I'm nodding at the second one.
I mean,
I will minor illusion the pile of gold that I just gave up and just have it sit in front of me and stare at it.
we are not thieves, Rahagu. Or at least the rest of the party is not.
I give him a stern look at that, and then I minor illusion Odysseus in my hand.
He is an ass, not a thief.
The illusion burns out in a fire, and I go back to looking at the gold.
And then I'll ask. You go back to looking at the gold, like the gold, like real gold that you had in your money pouch, kind of thing.
No,
The
I'm
minor
not
illusion.
telling you about that.
the
Yeah,
minor
the
illusion.
illusion stuff.
Okay.
Yeah. It's a lot of money.
Yeah. We are trying to help this town, Rahagu. And you stole from one of its patrons.
I point at the gold, and then I point at my spell book.
You need gold for your spell book.
I show him some blank pages, and then nod my head.
There are better ways to get gold than to steal it from others. I feel like like disciplining a child.
About what it is.
I know. But you are supposed to be smarter than
They saw an opportunity. I had a lapse in character.
Okay.
You kind of helped with that too, by the way. You're the assessor.
You gave me my eyelash that I needed.
I know. So I'll bring that back up. Is that why you needed my eyelash?
I kind of like moved my head back and forth, like kind of like yes, but that wasn't the original type of plan, type of thing. It just came about.
So you know I will not trust you again. Was it worth it?
I look back at the pile and shake my head yes.
Excellent.
I will slowly get up and dust myself off.
I will tell him to sit back down intimidatingly and ready a spell, Maximilian's Earthen Grasp, if he tries to leave. And I tell him, sit back down now.
I'll look at him and slowly like sit back down, I guess.
Okay. And I will essentially just sit here in silence and wait for the rest of the party to get here and just like send just, like slanty, disappointing eyes over at Rohagu.
While we're
I
sitting
don't
here
think
waiting
we're
for a
headed to
party
the
that-
barn.
Yeah.
I thought we were
Well,
headed to
Yeah,
talk to.
I assumed you people would come back with Rohagu. I walked away while you guys were just arguing.
I guess me and Ink could go talk to him. Like you got Lewis went to the barn.
Gideon goes back.
Yeah, get
I can head back to the barn.
And isn't Gorthan? Isn't that his name? Or am I
I
saying
think
it
he
wrong
lives
again?
like right here or right here.
Barthen.
Gorthan.
Barthen.
I thought it was
Barthen.
right here, wasn't it?
Barthen. Okay.
Barthen was like that.
You guys really need to go over those notes.
I was looking for it in there, but I didn't see him. Wasn't seeing it in the notes.
He's up towards the top. He's like the
Is it at the
second
very
one.
top?
Elmer Barthen. It's on the north side of town.
Oh yeah, there he is, Elmer Barthen. Okay, so Barthen. Okay, yeah, because I also want to offload that second chainmail I have, so I'm not carrying this big heavy thing around.
No, yeah, we need to bring the rest of the loot.
You would probably know not to take that to him, as he does not sell any type of weaponry or arms.
Yeah, it would
Oh.
be the shield
Lion shield cost.
Whirlwind.
shield place. Yeah.
I would like to say while they're doing this, I'm going to pull out that chalice and ritual cast identify on it.
Okay. You do not detect anything. It appears to be a standard golden chalice.
All right.
Put it back.
Do you do it for the other two items as well, or just that one?
Well, I figured I have to do 10 minutes per, so I don't think I'll have 10 minutes by the time Gideon gets here.
Gotcha.
Yeah, I before I go to Barthen, I'd like to just quickly attempt to sell the chainmail. It's the only thing.
To Barthen or Lenine?
To Lenine.
Okay. She will buy
Actually,
it
I
off.
think I've got what do I have? I have like 2 extra daggers as well. So the chainmail and 2 daggers.
Okay. She will offer you 55 gold pieces for everything.
55.
But that chainmail's
chainmail's
not what's
seven.
his name's chainmail, is it?
It is a very large set that most people wouldn't be able to wear.
Oh, it's off the monster? Okay. Yeah,
It was off a big bugbear, which is twice your guys' size.
Yeah.
What
So
chainmail
it's
did
the
Dan
ch-
have? Because I had the chainmail off the last bugbear we fought.
From King Grawl?
Yeah, I have that one.
Oh,
Yeah,
okay. Which one do you
well,
have?
He has a
Uh,
different one.
This is one that looked like Sildar's armor, wasn't it?
Yeah,
Or was
I
it?
probably
you're
shouldn't sell that
You're
yet.
selling Sildar's. Okay.
Yeah.
That one is in very good condition. That one she would offer you 75 gold for.
Do we really
Okay.
want to sell Sildar's equipment? We need to go talk to him anyways, get in his good graces.
As far as we know,
Oh.
we thought we was dead, remember?
We don't think Sildar's dead.
I mean, it was covered in blood, wasn't it?
Yeah, but that's whenever he got captured the first time.
You don't know.
Sildar didn't leave the city with armor on.
The chainmail and the 2 daggers. So it's 75 for the chainmail and how much for the 2 daggers?
She's only going to offer you like maybe 3 gold for the daggers.
That's fine.
She's got ample of them already.
So 78 gold total?
Yeah.
Okay. Get rid of some of this junk, finally. Alright, and then I'll thank her and head off to Barthen.
All right. And what are you going to do at Barthen's?
Oh, hold on, I forgot. I have 2 short swords as well.
2 short swords?
Yeah.
Okay. She will offer you 10 gold pieces for each short sword.
For each one. I'll sell her both of them. Forgot that was all the way down at the bottom, so. Okay. Now going to Barthen, I'd like to, well, first inform him that we did finally catch up to Gundren, but we were just too late and were unable to recover him before he was killed.
Oh, that's horrible to hear.
His
Yes,
body's at the temple if you want to pay your respect.
Oh, thank you for letting me know. I will definitely visit him.
We would appreciate if you would inform his brothers for us as well.
If I see them.
Do you know where they
Thank
would
you.
be?
I have not seen them in some time now.
Do you know anything else about Gundren's mining operation?
I just knew that he found something and was bringing the supplies here, which you guys delivered. But I never did see him.
All right. I don't think we. Do you have any other questions for him?
You wouldn't happen to know anything about where the Red Brand might have gone, would you?
No, I wouldn't. I will say, though, that it is quite odd that Gundren's brothers have not returned. I expected them back a long time ago.
Where did they go to?
I could not say.
Do you know what direction they went?
North out of town.
Hmm.
North. Okay. Well, I think that'll be all.
Yeah.
We thank you for your time.
Yep. Thank you.
And we'll head back in the direction of the barn, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know who else to talk to. Let's stop at the dwarf lady and see if she got all the gold, I guess.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to stop by there again.
I mean, we're the ones that calmed her down the first time. We gotta finish.
I
Well,
wouldn't
we
say you calmed
started.
her down at all.
No, we didn't.
Oh, I used
You
magic
delayed it.
and I calmed her.
You're going back to Grista's sleeping giant?
I mean, we're gonna have to walk past there. I'm not planning on going in. I'm planning on heading towards the barn.
So I'm
if-
gonna
if-
leave it as is and
If
not.
you want to go in, I will stand.
I'm
at
not
the
going
door
in. I'm gonna
outside.
knock at the door.
Oh my gosh!
You
I really
knock
don't want to get into
on the door of her bar.
Yeah, she told us to leave. I can't go inside.
All right. She comes over, opens the door, sees you, and slams the door.
I will speak
right.
to the door. Did you
I think
receive
that's
all your
taken care
gold?
of.
No, I did not. Now get out of here.
How much are you missing?
About 30 gold pieces.
All right. Well, here's your 30 gold. Just shut
Thank
the
you.
door to
Now
take
be
her
gone.
gold.
I don't want to see your group here again.
Goodbye, lady. UMFers owe me 30 gold, by the way. We'll split it up. Or at
Well,
least
she's
part
missing
of it.
30 gold. I think we know where to find that.
Yes. But I'll
So
let
we'll
you
head
deal
off.
with it.
We'll head off towards the barn. Or towards that cottage. Or what. I assume. Does Gideon know that he was in the barn? I forget.
We knew that the other group was going towards the barn.
Towards
We
the
don't know
barn.
if he's there or not.
How would I
Alright,
know
well,
he was in
we're
the barn when
heading-
I was the one who found him in the barn with Thelgen?
Oh, that's yeah.
We
you
don't
do,
know if he
so
stayed there though until you got there.
We're heading towards the barn. We're
That
heading
would
towards
be
the barn.
the logical place that he would still.
All right. You all group up at the barn.
Yeah.
Okay. Um.
We
First
tell
of
him
all,
that they're
Yeah.
missing
with-
30 gold from the treasure chest.
Yeah. I'll say Rahago owes Odysseus 30 gold for what the woman at the Sleeping Giant was missing from her.
I'm sorry, why does he only get 30 gold? I'm pretty sure I donated some money to this too.
Agreed.
Well, no, but he's got 30 gold on him that he took from that box that he didn't give back.
Yeah, and I
Odysseus
also
gave it
donated
back.
30 gold too, so.
I cock my
Me
head
and
sideways
Lewis should
I-
get the bulk share of what we sell. Or not the bulk share, but part of that money should go to us.
I kind of cock my head sideways and like I turn out one of my pockets that are empty. Like I get.
I'm not gonna fight. We'll sell the items and we'll take that portion that's supposed to go to Rahagu and we'll split it up between me and Lewis. That fair?
I'd say so.
He's st-
For
he
the fact
still
that
owes that
Rohagu
gold.
is trying to say that he didn't do it, I think a deception check would be fine.
I mean, I'm pretty sure we.
We know
Absolutely
you did
no
it
one here will
though.
ever believe that.
Yeah.
Deception maybe with disadvantage.
Yeah.
DM.
I argue it.
Just count it as a fail.
I would argue that it should be counted as a fail, but it's up to Carrie.
Yeah, I'm kind of thinking the same thing.
Because there could be a part of our mind that the dwarf lady could have lied and just
That
said
is true.
thing gold.
Go
So
ahead and roll deception.
Let
Am I rolling straight, disadvantage, whatever?
Just straight. And you guys roll insight.
That's a 22.
Oh shit.
There's no way I would ever believe this. Like the dwarf has no reason to lie. Like why would she go with 30 gold exactly?
I mean, you don't know he actually kept 30 gold. So
right.
in
I mean,
this
I know-
situation,
I know
if you
he
fail
stole
to
the
check,
box.
all right.
14.
So Rahagu seems genuine. He really did give it all back. So from there, your best thought is he just charged you an extra 30 gold for the trouble.
Well, either way,
Yeah.
me and Gundren need to be compensated for the 30 gold in some way or shape
Gideon.
or form. Gideon, yeah.
There's too many G names.
Would you like to know my secondary character's name?
No.
It's also a G name. Anyway,
I
we
said
should
all I need to say to Rahagu.
Yes, we should continue on.
All right. Where's the party heading to next? What are they doing next?
Are you guys gonna question him about it or not?
I mean, there's no point.
I'm assuming
Well,
we
if we have to believe him,
Yeah. Carry
No, we have to believe that he gave all the money back. But the
Yeah, it still doesn't mean you think that what he did was right.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't believe saying anything to him's going to help, so I'm going to do more
Yeah.
of a cold shoulder for a while.
I think
Okay.
Dan, we can't hear
we could
you.
make
Oh.
we could say that regardless of whether she just charged us an extra 30 gold or not. It cost us 60 gold, this whole thing. So he's going to have to work to replace that at some point,
Yeah.
is what I would say. Or that's what I would say to Rahagu. You've cost us 60 gold and potentially, well, not potentially, you have damaged our
Yeah.
reputation with the town. So,
And no
I
more
expect-
drinks.
I expect no more trouble, and for you to replace that 60 gold you cost the group.
Did the orc banner have a location?
It did not.
Let's just kill orcs.
Yeah. We got our mission to kill orcs. We might as well go take care of that since we have no more leads on anything else.
We have just as much a lead on where the orcs are.
Yeah, we have no clue what direction they're in.
Yeah, but if there's a mission in the town, somebody in the town has something
Well,
about
isn't okay, where is Barthen's place? Is it up here? It's this one. Okay. On our way out of the town, we can stop in and ask him real quick. Hey, we heard there was a reward for taking care of some orcs. Do you happen to know anything about that? Because I don't think what's her face is gonna give us any information on that
Hmm.
after all that's happened.
We could go talk to the temple lady as well.
We already
Even though,
On
for
our
all
way
we
up,
know,
I'm stopping by this house here, talking to the mother.
what? Why are you stopping there?
To talk to the mother.
Yeah, we're not letting you out of our sight.
Yeah, I think
Then you
we're
can fucking
forcing you.
accompany me.
No, we are forcing you to come with us. You don't have a say. It is.
I
What,
will
4
follow
against
him
1?
over
Oh my god.
Sing by the house.
there. Yeah, it's not going to be worth trying to drag somebody. He's still a friend. He's still done a lot more for us. Oh, thank God. That's nice, Matt.
Oh wow.
Oh my god, thank you.
You guys have been. Oh, hey, I got Sleeping Giant wrong. It's right here.
Wow.
Oh,
Damn it, Carrie.
Yep.
that
oops.
shit. Okay. Well,
Well, we've been barging into this poor person's home all this time.
Yeah.
Well,
very
that-
well.
Who is
That's
part
the head of the town.
that's it. Yeah. We also got that one though.
Wait, this one
Okay.
says Miners Trail, guys. Let's take it.
Miners Trail. We
Yeah.
wouldn't know that.
Oh, it says it.
Wait, Miners Exchange. Oh,
I figured you guys know the majority of the places around town now, so it's okay to give you this.
Yeah.
okay.
Thank Jesus. Okay, so I'm gonna stop by the Alderleaf farm. Lovely.
What is the Lion Shield Coaster? Is that just a shop?
That's where
Yeah, that's where Lenine's shop is.
That's where you just
Funny.
sold all.
Shop
That's where
in
Dan
the
sold his
circle.
gear.
Yeah. That was correct.
Well, we do need to go there and offload the rest of our stuff.
As far as the orc, we probably will have the best luck at Cicerale as far as finding out that information.
I mean, we probably would have had the best at the inn or the bar, but
oh,
we can't go
yeah,
there.
we're not going back there.
So there's
Or
two
maybe the
places
guy that used to be an adventurer.
That's what I
Yeah.
was gonna say. Next stop would be either Stonehill Inn to find out if we can find where what's his fuck where it is.
Cicerale,
And
I
then we
thought
go
like
over,
the whole
no,
thing was information though.
Aaron
and then we head to
Elder-
Endermath. Was it Endermath?
Endermeth.
Endermith.
Because that's the guy
Well,
who
let's-
went down to look for the undead who may know of Harm and Kast's location. Or no, of
All right, well, let's go talk to him then.
we're at the house here first.
We're waiting for Rohaku to speak to
Mhm.
the lady.
I knock on the door, and while I'm waiting for her to answer the door, I'm writing down on a piece of paper.
Okay. She answers.
I
Help!
look
I've lost my
around.
parents. These people abducted me.
I was really thinking about that, but no. I flip the paper around, and it says, "My friends are wanting to do something with orcs. Have you heard about any orcs in the area?"
Oh, no, I haven't. I would have to direct you back to Keyleth. She's the one that knows everything that goes on in the lands.
I write down she doesn't like us. I flip it back over.
Maybe talk to Darren. He used to be an adventurer. Maybe he knows something.
I look up at Gideon,
Yeah, it's over at the orchard.
nod my head, and take a slight bow and start walking back to the party.
Okay, let's well, where do you guys want to head next? Do you want to stop
Let's
at
go
the
unload
orchard
the
and-
stuff. Yeah.
What else do we have to unload?
We got the 3 gold things. Delgren has a couple things, I'm pretty sure.
On the walk over there, I will get out the chalice since I did that, and I'll walk over to Elgrin and hand that back to him.
Rahagu, I will say the same thing I said to them. You do not sense any arcane magics coming from the 3 items.
Okay. Well, he wanted me to identify all 3, so I'll hand him back the chalice because that's the only one that I did. So.
All right. Where are you guys going now?
We're heading to the Lion Shield to sell the items.
What items?
I have that stupid chain shirt that is super big that you said was what, 55 gold?
Yeah. Yeah, she'll offer you 55 gold for that since she's kind of puzzled. She doesn't think she'll really be able to sell it, but she might be able to return it to the Merchants Guild and see if they can find a use for it.
I'm sure they could
Delgrin,
remake it.
Didn't you have some other items that we picked
But
up?
she wouldn't be
Delgrin?
able to. She's not a blacksmith, nor is there a blacksmith in town. But
Yes, there is. There's a smithy in town.
at Smithy, they do horseshoes and nails and rudimentary things like that.
Oh, come on, they can do
Oh
that.
my god. Emily walked in to talk to me. So I have to say a couple things real quick. One is Rahagu handed me back the chalice with his bare hand as in to signify that it was safe, right?
Yes.
Cool. God, I hit the mute button. I'll talk to Emily and then I'll forget to unmute myself. But yes, I have stuff to sell as well. I have the jeweled box that's worth 25 gold,
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
and I have a signet ring that's worth 50 gold. Yeah.
Okay.
So I
She'll buy that stuff off of you.
and I don't believe I had anything else. Let me double check.
And just so you know, your chainmail money was supposed to go in the pool.
That's okay. I'll keep it.
So okay. Yeah, the only other thing that I had was the scroll, and I'm
No, let's keep
Oh,
that.
okay.
Yeah.
yeah, and I'm out of healing potions. Yeah, that's all I have written down.
Oh yeah. How much does the line? How much are potions?
He doesn't
This
sell pillars.
wait, she doesn't sell.
That's right.
So would she buy them at the cost that she said, the 50 gold for the signet ring and 25 gold for the jeweled box?
Yes.
So that's good.
Show them the 3 gold items and see what they'll give us.
Yeah, I tell you guys the gold value so I don't have to re-look it up in the book.
Sounds good. I will show her the chalice and ask Rahagu for the dagger and the smoke thing.
Sensor.
Sensor.
I kind of look at him puzzled as if like I haven't looked at those yet.
And I just say, toss them on the counter.
Mage hand, because I don't trust them.
That's fine.
All right. And she offers you 320 gold for the 3 pieces.
I'll take it.
Question. I had a scroll in my inventory and I no longer have said scroll.
It was 320, correct?
320.
Sounds good.
1 second, because I remember that was from Harmon Cost that you got that.
Yeah.
So we got 392 right now.
Here's a scroll of darkness.
Okay. I don't know why.
Plus
that
Dan's
deleted out of my inventory.
78 technically.
While you were gone, they got a scroll of burning hands,
Yeah.
which they did mention saving, so you could write it into your spell book.
Yeah, but I'm gonna
Oh.
hold on to it for a while.
With the current attitude, I don't think they would mention that to me.
Okay. So
Yeah,
depending
if you
on
want
if
to
we
add
add
if you want to add
Rahagu,
the 75 from the chainmail to the pot or whatever, that's fine.
well, 78, right?
That I sold some of my other stuff.
He
too,
sold some
though.
daggers.
Yeah.
Okay, so
So let me remove
Uh,
75 gold
let's-
from my.
Okay, so
inventory.
are you adding it, giving it to me then?
I'm putting it in the party pot or whatever.
Well,
In the friendship bowl.
in the
the
friendship
friendship bowl.
bowl, are we gonna divide up our money inside the Lion Shield?
no.
Okay, then
Is that all we have to sell?
that's all I have to sell.
Okay, I think we gave it all to you. So I
Keep
think.
75 gold for now, then.
Well, no, I'm doing the math. Are we adding Rahagu in the split?
No.
No.
Okay, so we each
Arr.
get. Well, technically, he wasn't there for the thing, so I don't know.
He did give his life for some of it, but
Well, was he there for the signet ring and stuff, though?
yeah.
I thought that was after he left.
Mm,
Doesn't matter.
Although
Although
it's-
party, it doesn't matter if he's there or not.
well,
That's true.
yeah. It does.
Well, are we adding him or not?
Just
We can
divide
add
it.
him.
I mean, the 60 gold going to come out of his portion then?
He'll work it off other ways.
Fine.
Because right now, divided by the number divided by 5 is 94 gold apiece.
And so that was the 320 plus 75 plus Dan's 75.
Yes. Wait, 320 plus 75 plus 75. Yeah, 470. Divided by 5 is 94 gold.
Okay.
But I would like to get my additional 30 from somewhere.
So essentially, Rahagu is not getting counted after we agreed that Rahagu was getting counted.
No, you said you're getting counted.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's 5 of us.
I can't count. That works.
For each.
That was
So-
a Tyler error, not
Yeah.
We get 90 what a piece?
94. Okay.
That was factoring in my 55 from the chainmail.
That was not.
Not. Yes, that was
Way to
not.
fuck up the math again.
Yeah.
Damn
I
it,
had
Los.
11.
Add
That's
11
fine.
to everyone.
Yeah, say all I do is add X.
Yeah.
I could have said nothing and just kept it myself, but
Could have kept 75 to myself, and I would have made a whole lot more.
Yeah, if you would have kept the 75 to yourself, we wouldn't have included you in the other part of it, so you would have actually made less.
But you would have included Rohagu.
I mean, that was not my decision. I would not have included him.
I mean, Ink is still totally against it, and if he sees the opportunity to have Rohagu pay back what he's done, then he will take that. Like, he's only going along with it because it seems like the party wants to do that, but he is in line with doing what is actually right.
Friend.
he's been a
He-
close
No,
friend for a long
even
period
if he is
now.
my friend, I would still have him do what is right. I would not go against my
Like I
own
said,
morals.
He will work it off later.
That could have caused some major problems.
Yeah,
This
he
is
didn't
like
care about
our-
anyone's
Skinner for
well-being
all
in
of
the
our
group.
quests right now.
There will come a time down the line where he's going to need a call on one of us, and he'll have to step up for us. He'll make it up to us somehow. I'm sure he would agree to that.
I didn't hear what you said. What did you say? I'm sorry.
I said eventually down the line, if there's something that requires one of us to step up to do something extra dangerous, he could be the one to one time.
Sure.
So we head into. Where do
The
you guys want to head
orchard.
to next? You want to head to the orchard?
I think we should head to the
Yes.
orchard, see if he's heard of the orcs.
Is he even there? Did he ever get back yet?
Don't know. But we're gonna find out when we knock on the door.
Wait, where did he leave to?
He went to the old Owl Well.
I thought he already came back from that.
Don't
We
know.
never saw him. We never met him.
Yeah.
He went.
I thought
down
he's the
there.
one that came back running and telling people about it.
That was before we went there.
Yeah.
Well, let's find out.
I don't know. We knock on his door.
Okay.
Silence.
Darren's?
Yes.
All right. Darren answers the door.
Oh,
May I help
okay.
you guys?
Hey, Darren. We were wondering if you knew anything about the orc problem that this town is having.
And if I were to guess, they're probably down along the Sword Coast Mountains.
How far away is that?
It's a long stretch of mountains. It'd take you weeks to find them.
What was the
You have
mountains
a
called?
more
Sword what?
The Sword Coast Mountains,
Coast.
More precise location.
somewhere along the Sword Mountains, this mountain range.
How much did the reward say? How much gold was it
Didn't say.
to kill the orcs?
Doesn't say.
Not per head or anything?
Nope. Just says kill orcs, get money.
Hmm.
So the real question of why the reason we came over here, because I can care less about the orcs, is you headed to the old Owl Well. Did you find anything?
No, we never did head up there. I heard that you guys had already dealt with the matter before I could gather any townsfolk. I was having quite a hard time trying to round people up. Nobody really wants to fight
I could
around here.
imagine. I could
So,
imagine.
I can imagine that. So we've recently helped dispatch the red brands of the town. However, we are having trouble locating the leader of the group. Do you have any idea where else they may have headed, or heard of the black spider?
The Black Spider. I have not heard of that name.
You heard of Glassstaff?
Yes, I heard he was the one leading the Red Brands.
You happen
May
to,
have been headed.
yeah.
It's hard to say. They could be hiding in any of the caves out in the wilderness.
Since you're an adventurer, do you know where?
I am retired.
Yeah, he's
Well,
blonde.
yes. Yes. Do you know where this mine that everybody is up in arms about would possibly be?
There has been rumors spreading around town that a dwarf named Gundren found an ancient mine, but I doubt anybody knows where it is, or everybody'd be rolling in money right now.
Indeed. Does anybody seem like they have more money than they should have in
Not
town?
in Phandalin, no. The town is barely making it by.
Well, the fucking barkeep has 400 gold.
Do you guys have any questions for him? I don't think I have any more for him.
No.
If you hear of anything, could you please keep us posted?
I will keep an ear out.
We appreciate that. Thank you. We should probably head to the inn.
Did you not think the mayor was acting kind of strange?
Yeah.
That mayor's been that way. He was that way when the Red Brands were here as well. That's why people had no faith in him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but maybe he's a part of the Red Brands. Maybe we
Why,
should have
you're not
questioned
gonna
him a
get
little
word
bit
out
more.
on him. You got lucky. We got what we got.
It seemed like he was hiding something in his office too.
We've paused
It
enough
seemed
trouble
odd.
in town.
We have somebody that likes to sneak around. Maybe we'll
Did
send them
it
in.
seem odd
invisible.
to us that the lady at the Sleeping Giant had 550 gold, or would that be normal for her?
That's
having
probably
it?
the normal range for a bar, especially one. She did have a lot of red brands in there constantly paying
Yeah.
and spending their quote protection money.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, for the most part they did. They did a lot of damage in the meantime, but they did pay.
So she was getting all that protection money from the whole town. So she should be
Well,
happy that the red brands were there. She's making
No, not
money.
at all. They did more damage. That money's gonna go to fixing the place back up. I don't think I really elaborated on the amount of damage done inside there.
I think we should
The
head,
whole place
head
is
to
totally
the inn.
trashed.
The inn might be the
As well as, I think it'd be pretty obvious you guys would know the town does not go there because the red brands. So they really tarnish the reputation. She's gonna have a hard time getting business coming there again.
That wasn't her fault. That doesn't
It
even
wasn't
make
her
sense.
fault,
still
but
sued them.
the town is still, that place had created a reputation for itself.
She still aided and helped him.
So it's, yeah. Well, it's not that the town hates her. The town likes her. They just don't
trust it.
feel good going there anymore.
Too many bad memories.
Yeah,
That'll wear off with time. They need good alcohol.
it will, but will her business survive in that downtime?
They got
it's Stone
500
Hill,
gold.
and They probably serve alcohol.
You guys noticed that pretty much the entire town started using the Stonehill Inn as their quote tavern.
Hence why we are headed in there next. Shit.
All right, I will give you guys an advance heads up. You will not find anyone in town that knows where the mine is.
Yeah. I didn't
That's
think we
fine
would.
about the mine. I don't think we're going to find the mine.
You guys know two ways, or I've mentioned two ways.
Yes,
Of
the
learning
dragon,
it, okay.
that's one way.
That is actually a third.
Oh, cool. I was
One
gonna
of the
go to
other two is.
I was heading to the inn to look for Sildar.
Okay.
I thought Sildar left town.
No. Sildar has never left town. He has been in town constantly looking for information on Iarno Albric.
All right, well, let's go tell him his friend is a damn traitor.
Well, we could also tell him about Gundren being dead.
That too. But he obviously doesn't care that much about Gundren.
All right, so you guys head there. And you do find Sildar in the tavern talking to multiple of the townsfolk.
You lead the way,
Would you like?
Gideon.
Well, I figured Thelgrin was our talker, but I can if you wish.
I can't. I actually need to go walk the dog.
Go ahead.
Good timing.
Gideon, you get the spotlight.
Yeah.
Oh, I like
sorry.
it. Well, that's fine.
You can go walk for Haku.
We will walk up to Sildar and greet him. It's been a while since we've seen you.
Ah, good to see you friends again.
We have terrible news. Gundren did not make it, but we did find the castle he was kept.
Oh, that is such a shame. He was a good dwarf. A good
That he
man.
was. If you want to pay your respects, he's at the temple.
Yes, I certainly will.
Have you had any luck finding the person you were searching for?
No, I have not. This almost seems as if he never even made it to town.
Do we have the note from Glassfest Chambers?
You do.
Can we hand him the note to let him look it over?
You can.
All right, I would like to.
And he starts to read over the note, and you can just feel the rage building inside of him. And he slams the paper on the table. A traitor! How could he betray us like this? Yona has been with the Lions for almost 20 years.
Sometimes
Agreed.
what do you think of them? As I look over at
Yes.
Hagu.
Greed can make people do crazy things.
He looks up and he notices a fancy sword hanging off
I
Gideon's belt.
also found this in the castle. I believed you'd want this back.
Oh, thank you so much. This has been a family heirloom of mine.
I will hand
Here,
you the
here.
sword back.
He hands you a coin purse.
No,
Take this, take this. I am so appreciative of you returning this to me.
I cannot accept it. We were out there. It was just on our way. We did not make. I did not go out of my way for those. You keep your.
Thank you. Did you happen to find my armor by chance?
I knew this was going to come up. Thanks, Dan.
I believe one of the members found it. Ink, did you?
I
find
think
his armor?
Ink had it. What did you do with it, Ink?
What did I do with it?
Yes.
I'm afraid I have already pawned it off at the Lion Shield Coster.
You
sold it.
bastard.
Well, I will try and speak with Lenine and see if I can buy it back from her.
Our apologies. Perhaps that
That is
coin
okay.
could go towards that.
You did not know.
So apparently we have a very similar task to help each other with. I imagine you want to find this glass staff as well.
Yes, I would.
We would definitely like to ask him some questions as well.
I take it you have not gotten any leads where we might start.
No, sadly I did not. And Iarno was a clever man. He will be hard to find.
Yeah,
it
we
is more
heard
likely he will find you before you find him.
we heard all his red bands decide to leave town.
Yes, they did.
Since you've been at this inn, have you heard any rumors of late of where they may have gone?
No, nobody has seen them or heard from them.
What about the orcs? Have you heard any rumors of where they may be?
A farmer sitting at the table that Sildar was sitting at. Oh, those damn orcs, they're over to the east.
Have they been causing you guys a lot of trouble?
They don't cause the town much trouble, but they are constantly raiding people that travel down the Tribor Trail.
I'm sure
I
that's
think they
not
call
good
the
for
camp
business.
Wyvern Tor.
Wait, what?
I said I think they call the camp Wyvern Tor.
Wyvern Tor. Okay. Do you guys have any other questions for this gentleman?
Have you ever heard of
nothing I
Oh,
can
do you know-
Lost?
Sildar speaks up. I've never heard of that name before at all.
Do you know where Gundren's brothers may be? We're trying to get a hold of them as well.
Barthen would be the best person to talk to about that. He's good friends with the Rockseeker brothers.
Yeah, we already spoke to him. He doesn't have any idea.
That is ill news indeed.
Yeah, he said
Something
they
has
made-
happened to them if they have not returned.
That's what he said, but we don't have any leads. Do you have any idea where they were going?
Probably to the mine they found.
Yeah, that's not good because the enemy knows where the mine is at. I wish we had an
Last episode of their-
idea. Hmm.
All right. So, Josh, are you going to go through with your original idea?
What? No, I don't think so.
Mine's
Not
good.
now. I don't know if it's worth the risk.
I mean, it's one of the ways to find out where we need to be headed.
Yeah, but there's too many variables involved, and I don't know how you guys gonna revive me if I fucking die again, and I don't want to lose another character. Maybe we should talk with the shrine lady to see if she can. Isn't she the one that provided us with potions?
She did.
We could tell her our plan, and maybe we can get some potions so that you can revive me if I'm about to die again. I really don't want to be dependent on your guys' rolls to survive.
Well, it's our role or potentially Carrie's role.
Yeah, but if we had a potion, doesn't that get rid of
I
the
mean,
rolls?
Well, it's if we did tell Sister Gorel, I would argue that she wouldn't just use a potion. She'd probably be able to try to.
Well, yeah, if
break
she
you
has
out of the
magic,
trance.
that would be better. but I don't know if she's a mage or not. So, or a cleric. Would we be able to tell if she's a cleric, Carrie?
You know she's a priest.
A magical priest or a human normal priest?
You don't know. You never asked.
All right, well, let's go talk to her.
Most priests have minor clerical abilities.
I'm sure she would assist us in this idea.
That's what I'm thinking. But I want to make sure I can survive it. We'll tell her about the magic attached to the little green idols.
Oh, you're actually going to tell her about the green idols?
Well, what do you think, Gundren? You know her the or Gideon, you know her the best.
She would be the best person to ask for it.
Oh, it's about damn time.
I forgot about the damn green idols. I don't mess with the green idols. I forgot
They
we
have
had
been
one.
one of your strongest clues, and you guys have just been ignoring them.
Well, I
We
mean,
did kill a member of our
they
party.
killed a member first thing.
No,
off.
no. It did not kill a member. A member killed himself
Bullshit.
A
because he
member,
refused to answer a simple question.
a member died because of that. So
Somebody
everybody's
doesn't
like,
just
I don't know if I
teleport
really want to
you.
handle that.
Somebody doesn't just teleport you into some mind realm and ask a simple question. That question has to be of some importance.
Yeah, you were being tortured,
Yeah,
and
or
interrogated.
so I'd give you that answer. So why would I want to give you that answer?
So we're headed to Sister Gariel's house.
Most
home,
people would give that over their life.
Or I guess the Shrine of Blood.
Well, I didn't expect my companions to not be able to resurrect. I did not intend to die.
I think you learned how easy it is to die.
No, you cheated.
I did not. I was fully transparent with you, and that you were down to one roll. All right, so you guys are going to Sister Gariel. You
Yes.
present her the idol. She takes it from you by hand and begins to inspect it.
No. We don't.
We
give it
tell her to
hand.
be careful.
You can't give it to
Tell
her.
we tell her about Ard's story or Aird's story.
I
He
don't
kind
want
of-
her touching it.
Kind of squints at you and says, "I think I will be okay."
Yeah.
She takes it.
Okay.
She inspects it. She casts a couple incantations on it. This is a very interesting thing. It seems to
that's
be
a-
imbued with a spell.
This is not the
I
Has
think I've heard of this spell
Rahazu.
before.
Rahagu kind of perks up and kind of looks over at her.
No, bad Rohaku. Sit in the corner.
It imbues the wielder with a dream. Whoever's on the other side can manipulate the dream. This could be very dangerous.
Is there
If
We
the
know.
wielder were to learn your name or obtain any possession of a fingernail, of eyelash, they could cast a spell on you at will. They would not need you to possess this idol.
So somebody made the right decision.
Is there a way to figure out who's on the other side of this?
No, the spell acts as a conduit. The person on the other side is the one actually casting the spell.
If I was to go into this dream state and use the mind spike on the individual, which lets me tell where they're at from as long as we're on the same plane of existence, would that work?
I'm afraid it would not. The person casting the spell has full control over the dream. You are simply seeing an image of what they want. If they don't want you to cast the spell, then you wouldn't. In fact, you technically aren't doing anything in the dream other than what they want you to see. It's basically just an image that they're projecting into your brain.
It has to be more than just an image if he's be able to kill somebody with it.
Yeah, that's why you were taking psychic damage.
Is there
Ye-
anything this can tell
ye-
us? Any kind of clue?
The only thing this will tell us is what they want you to see. How did you come by this?
We found it when we fought the Harmon Koss.
Or
We
Harmon
went looking
Koss.
for the book.
Interesting.
Before
It's
that,
almost
we
as if
found
he's
another-
using this instead of a common item called sending stones.
Wait, is this one of the green skulls?
Yes.
I say we found one of
Did
those
I get-
previously as well.
You
killed
guys
one of our
have two in your possession. You found one in Harmon Koss chambers and one in Glassstaff's chambers.
Didn't we find one
Okay,
that killed Josh?
Yeah.
You
we
broke
found,
that one.
Yeah, we
Yeah.
That's what I'm
found
saying, we
3.
found it.
2 are left.
Yeah. that
No,
was
we
what-
found that one in the Goblin Cave, Gary.
Yes.
Yeah. we
Right.
one in
You
the
found.
Goblin
You have
Cave that
found
killed-
3. You currently
okay.
possess 2.
Okay, I was gonna say because I had the one from Harmon Koss. That's what threw me off. Gideon,
Yeah.
you got yours from Glassstaff.
I
I'm
don't
pretty
have
sure you put both in the bag.
We did.
Yeah, you mage hand both into the same bag.
Well, someone didn't update me on that because I still had it in my inventory.
Technically, it was mage handed into Tyler's bag. So
Mm.
each Tyler had one.
Okay.
Is
So
there
we
any way
did
to-
have them separate.
So there's no way to tell who's where on this. There's no way to protect.
What is
the
the
user?
sending stone that you speak of?
What was that?
What is the sending stone that you speak of?
Sending stone is a pair of stones, and when one wields a stone, they can send a telepathic message to the wielder of the other stone. This idol seems to be similar. One person holds a stone, the other person sees what the other person wants them to.
If these stones are connected, could you not use some kind of magic to follow the trail back?
The stones are a conduit. You still need to cast the spell on the stone, and it affects the person that holds the other stone.
Is it a
I
one way or is
imagine-
it both ways?
It is one way.
I imagine that Glassstaff was the one who killed Aird,
It is possible.
given what we have, what evidence we have so far.
It seems like the. No,
would we
I'm pretty
know
sure.
if the two? I'll ask her. Would we know if the two skulls that we have here are attuned to each other currently, or if they're attuned to another,
It
Somewhere else?
would appear they are.
to each other?
If you have multiple stones, my best guess is they are using these to communicate.
Does it appear that if these two are connected together, are they connected to any other stone?
I could not tell you without the other stones being here.
Can they be connected to more than one stone?
Yes, they could.
So one stone could be connected to like 10 other stones.
Yes.
Okay. I'm sure the master is using these to send messages to all his goonies. I don't think Glassstaff is who killed Aird. It seemed like it was very high level magic that killed Aird. And I don't know, I just don't think Glassstaff was at that level. I mean, he did almost die in one hit.
Because of me, but he almost killed all of them.
Yeah, but you were already
3-on-1,
low.
and
so.
he almost killed you guys.
I mean, I didn't hit him with a single spell, so it doesn't really
Exactly.
count.
I was stuck paralyzed. What was I gonna do?
Yeah.
And that's my point. He's strong.
Yeah, but not. I don't know. I still feel like
Well, I mean,
he's
so
not
he's
the
a
boss.
wizard, right? He's a wizard, right?
He's definitely a spellcaster.
I would say that if we had a 5-on-1 instead of 3-on-1, we'd probably fare a little better.
Well, I'm just thinking, like, if let's just go with he is a wizard. I mean, my health right now is 22, so if he is a level 8 wizard at best, his health is going to be in the 40s. So I mean, wizards are really weak, but they can do a lot of damage. So he could be a
But-
high level wizard.
Gideon, in one swing, you dropped him below half health.
Yes, but then everybody else also attacked him, and he blocked most everything.
He did.
Right.
And that
But-
was what scared him, is you pierced through his shield spell and hit him very hard, and that scared the shit out of him. You could see the panic in his eyes after you hit him.
How much damage did you do, Gideon?
It was like 22.
So that'd put him in the 40s. So that'd put him at like a level 8 wizard.
It was more than half.
Either which way, if he's that
Right,
high of a wizard,
yeah.
he's got a lot of spells.
Right.
Yeah.
And we exhausted a lot of them with 3 people. That's what I'm saying. With 5 people,
I'm back.
be better off.
Well, what level's counterspell?
Third.
Yeah.
What spell did he use that freaking
He
annihilated us?
counterspelled me.
Was it fire?
That was Burning Hands.
Burning hands? Okay.
Well, that's a low level spell.
So, yeah, thank God.
Well, you
I
can
know.
cast it at higher levels.
What was the
so-
wind one he used?
That was Thunderclap.
Gotcha.
Why aren't our spells that badass?
He's casting them at much higher levels than we are.
Yeah,
Yes.
true. Wait, Thunderclap pushes people back then?
Yep. If you fail the save.
Which we all did.
Oh, that's right.
So he's definitely.
Are we at a
I-
session kind of thing? Is this just us talking?
No, you're still in session.
Okay.
To try and catch you up, they finally went to talk to Sister Gariel about those green dragon idols, which I have been waiting for you guys to do since the very beginning.
Yeah, but it didn't really do us any good. So we didn't
And
learn anything
they
new from
discovered that the green dragon idols are basically a conduit for a spell called Dream, which puts the wielder into a dream that is fully under the control of the caster. And since there are multiple of these idols linked together, it is safe to assume that whoever's behind this is basically using these stones to send orders.
Oh,
Yeah.
and
Is-
Aird sacrificed his life for a good reason, because if he had told the creature his name, he could be cast spells on Aird at any time.
Yes, she is also familiar with the spell they are casting. If he learns your name, he will no longer need the idol to cast the spell on you. And if he ever comes under the possession of any of your body, a fingernail, piece of hair,
When you
then,
say a piece of hair, I look at Saga.
then you will not be able to resist the spell. And in game terms, that means you no longer get a wisdom save to fight it off.
See, that seems like a super. Let's ask her how high of a level of a spell is this?
This is a very advanced spell.
Also,
Do you know?
Tyler,
we
I
can
have
talk
suspicion
to.
to believe it was potentially Glassstaff that killed Aird.
I will
don't
also
think
say
so.
this: spell slots are not a mechanical thing in D&D. They are actually a rule made by the gods. So people do talk in spell slots.
Do they?
Yes, it used to be that there was unlimited magic by the god Mira. But people started to cast extremely powerful spells, 12th, 13th level spells that were destroying the weave. Basically, the weave magic is like oxygen. It's an or dark matter. It's an invisible substance that floats around, kind of like the Force in Star Wars.
Sure.
But as you consume it, you use it up in that area. And they were beginning to use so much that it was creating massive empty pockets throughout the universe. So Mira created spell slots. She limited the amount of the weave people can use in a day
That's cool.
to help
We could-
stop the destruction that people were creating.
Gotcha.
Well, how high of a level are you thinking that this spell would be? Because we could go talk to what's
Wait.
his name and figure out how high level Glassstaff was.
If they know spell slots, would they know like first level, second level spells, things like that?
Yes, those are basically, they label them in stages of potency and how much of the weed they consume.
Gotcha.
Oh, I just figured that. Yeah, yeah.
I was just making sure.
So, what level of spell would this be? Do you think?
Probably a 5th level spell.
Which would mean how high of a level of a wizard?
Now you're getting into game terms.
Oh,
Right.
okay.
You just know
Um,
he's very masterful wizard at that point.
yes.
And
For you in game, for her to explain it, it would take someone very powerful.
yeah, and the fact
Okay.
that we've talked and Glassstaff is a very long time member, he could also be a very powerful wizard.
In
Well, we
D&D community, a person able to cast 3rd level spells is very rare. Most people do not acquire that knowledge in their lifetime.
Third.
Well, we could
Yes.
easily solve this problem by just going and asking whatever his name is. He would know how high of a level spells what's his name could cast if they're good friends and did a lot of stuff together.
Well, he wasn't apparently very good friends because he didn't know much about him.
Well, he didn't know he was a traitor, but he still knew plenty of stuff. I mean, it'd take 5 seconds to go ask him, but I don't think it was Glassstaff, is all I'm saying.
Well, it doesn't really matter at that point.
Yeah, it doesn't.
And in D&D
Oh.
terms, someone that's able to cast 9th level spells is basically a god.
Yeah. Well, I know.
Once you
know
get killed,
that,
you get the
uh,
powers, right?
Level 17.
At level 9, wizards get wish. They can literally wish anything in the world to happen, and it does.
Define anything.
You could wish to have 1,000,000 gold, and boom, you got 1,000,000 gold.
What?
It is basically godlike powers.
What kind of reagents does that spell cost?
A shit ton.
Yeah. So there's still a limiting factor.
It is also commonly used by players.
To bring
For
people.
instance, Gundren, resurrection has a limit of 10 days. If they've been dead for more than 10 days, there's no getting them back. But if you wish they never died, boom, they're right back.
Wait, I thought you said it was only a day. Could we not bring the damn Gundren to the druid?
You didn't try?
No, I asked you, and you told me it was only a day.
No, it's 10 days for
Plus,
resurrection.
We don't know where the druid was, or if the druid would even help us.
We still should have tried. We know where she lived. We have an idea of where her grove is.
Yeah, and we have an idea that she tried to kill us.
Okay, but do you not think it's worth the risk to bring Gundren back to life?
I do not, because I don't think people should be brought back to life. You die, you should stay dead.
Okay, well, you got a fucking bird over
And
here.
look over.
Yeah.
That was out of our control. If you remember,
And
me
this guy is supposed to be on your side.
And if you
Yeah, but
remember, me and
it tried
Thelga
to
tried to
stop
stop it.
her. Yeah.
Not for that reason. You didn't know she was being resurrected. You thought he was being fucking eaten and shit out.
Still, whatever she was doing, we didn't think it should happen.
So, do you not, the rest of you, think we should try to bring Gundren?
No.
Give Gundren the chance to be resurrected?
No.
Because this would solve all of our problems as far as the campaign goes.
Resurrection is not a proper thing. It should not happen.
You
You're
hear
sitting
a
on the- you're
very
sitting on the-
loud sigh.
You're sitting on the side of almost necromancy at this point.
Right?
Yeah.
You hear a
and that
very
can-
loud
and-
sigh, and Rohagu walks over and stares next to Erdysius, and then stares at Thelgrun and Gideon. He is
What do you
very
say,
married.
Ink?
What is Rohagu saying? You're doing?
He's with me.
Odysseus.
Yes.
I don't really give a damn what he thinks right now.
Understand resurrection and reanimation are very different things in D&D. Resurrection, you actually come back to life with a soul. Reanimation, there is no soul. It's just a body walking around. That is what people hate.
Look at
consider
the-
evil.
Look at the classes that have resurrection. It's the good classes, like a paladin.
Yes,
or a
resurrection
cleric.
is extremely expensive and only given to people of mass wealth. It is known that it can be done, but only the richest of people can ever get it. And it still doesn't make you immortal. Your body still ages, and eventually resurrection will not work after old age. It just simply returns the spirit back to the body.
In my opinion, we should be bringing Belgrin there.
I'm
Would not some
Or not
like
Belgrin.
religious and maybe clerical or any priests even think for resurrection would not be a proper thing? Would they not
No,
think
this
No.
is D&D world.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter what kind of world it is. Every world has their own beliefs. and
You're
things.
thinking
No,
of
because
fucking-
resurrection is literally the gods bringing the person back. It is the person they worship bringing them back.
I would imagine
If
there's still
you if you scorn resurrection, you should scorn all magic almost
It
at
is
that point.
quite literally a priest praying to their god to bring this person back to life, and the god chooses if they want to or not. That is what people believe. It is not magic bringing them back, it is the gods bringing that person back. Because
also-
only divine casters can cast resurrection.
Well, I would also
With-
just think. I just think that you would think there'd be a lot of spiritual groups out there who would also think that people who are past their life are past their life because the gods have called them there, and they shouldn't be asked to brought back.
Most people do because they know that asking that from a god is not going to be answered. It goes back to most people don't reach third level spells, and resurrection is a very high spell. So only the most highly devoted worshippers
Sees-
have
no-
the ability to
No
resurrect.
one really sees resurrection as a blasphemous thing because of the method that it's not because it's not reanimation.
Yeah, in D&D, resurrection is fully known. People know it's from the gods. The gods are very known, very real. They're not like ours where you're just believing in faith. People have literally seen the gods. They come down. They interact with the world. So resurrection is not blasphemy. Reanimation is. People hate the undead because they don't have a soul.
Fine. Can I do an Arcana check to see if I would think that the druid would have this level of spell?
We already know she does. She used it on Rahagu.
Yes, you already know she has some
Oh.
level.
Okay.
But we also know she's not to be trusted. Well, we believe she's not to be trusted though,
Okay. But
You might
I
not because she
agree.
lured you into a dragon's lair.
and try to get us to that. Well, and I didn't say she wanted us to die, but she did lead us there.
I agree. She's not to be
Um,
trusted, but this is
Carrie,
still.
what does Ink know about all of this? Because as far as I'm aware, he got lost in the woods and she found him and said, "Let me bring you to your friends."
Yeah, you were walking in the woods. You knew the general direction they were heading. You kind of fell behind. And she found you in the woods. You guys had a little talk. You mentioned you was looking for your friends, and she led you to them.
If she meant us harm, she could have murdered us in the woods, first of all. She didn't have to resurrect Rahagu. She didn't have to bring me back from unconscious. She didn't have to scare away the dragon. She could let the dragon eat us all.
Also,
almost
no, she is
did.
friends with Keyleth. Keyleth likes her.
In my
You guys like
opinion,
Keyleth.
we should bring the
I thought
dwarf there.
Keyleth was the name of the
try.
druid.
Or, I'm sorry, Quellen.
Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
you're
like,
right.
wait, what?
Good catch. Good catch.
Yeah, I was a
Like,
little
what the fuck are we
confused.
talking about here?
In my opinion,
Try to convince Quellen to go and talk to the druid with us.
we did just bring her son back, so it would be a good thing as well. I agree. At least talk to her. Because if we can bring the dwarf back, we can find where the cave's at, which means we can find Glassstaff.
Could I do an Arcana check to see if I know you told me what the spell was, but if Thalgrim recognized what that spell was.
What spell?
The spell of the wolf devouring Rahagu.
You do not recognize that spell.
Okay.
That is a sacred spell known only to druids.
Okay.
And Rahagu was dead, so he couldn't see it being cast.
Well, he's not a druid either.
And I think I did an Arcana check, but I had no idea.
He
No,
very much understands what was going on because he, as the wolf was eating him, his soul and memories were slowly transferring into the wolf. So he has a very odd aspect of how it happened.
Okay.
So we doing this, or what are we doing?
He partially remembers himself eating his own body.
Let's. I'm gonna ask Rahaga. Did he see any other dire wolves there at the druid camp? Yeah, Grove.
Oh, I shake my head no.
Because I don't know if it requires a dire wolf to do it. But either way, I still think we should attempt. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. She sends us on our way.
We have to carry his body again after it's being prepared to be buried.
Well, we could also ask this chick if she can resurrect him, but I doubt it. We will
She's
tell
looking
her
for-
that we have a
yeah.
druid friend that could potentially resurrect him, and she'll understand.
I don't know. Like he said, he's already being prepared to be buried.
I don't care. She probably hasn't actually started. We just dropped the body off this morning. And we've talked to her since then multiple times, so she probably hasn't had a lot of time to prepare him.
You keep bugging her.
Who did I tell about the King Killer Star?
Oh, what?
Which one
That
of
would
you
be
was
me, I
that?
believe.
That was you. Okay.
Yeah, I don't know what it is.
Because this is what I messaged you about earlier, right?
I honestly don't remember our conversation. I have to go back to it.
It was on Facebook. I messaged you about the thing that could.
Ah,
help you in
yes,
the
that's
long
right.
term.
Yes.
Okay, so that's what it's called. Let me write that down, please.
All right, Dahlgren, are you with us?
I look at Gideon.
I'm against it.
You already know he's against it. Are you with us?
I will side with Gideon.
Ink?
Honestly, I don't really want to carry Gundren's body all that way. I don't think it's a good idea. I
Why do you
I'm
not think it's a
unwell.
good idea?
There was some,
You know, the only other option to continue this campaign is to go talk to the dragon, right?
You guys
Very
have three
special.
options right now that you know of. You can either talk to the dragon, talk to the druid, or hold the idol.
I'm not holding the idol, so
Didn't you say there
Let's
were
see.
3, and then you said talk to the dragon was another one?
I said 2, and then talk to the dragon
No.
was 3.
He said.
Okay.
I thought he was counting Sildar in that third because I thought he said 3.
No, I was actually there was 3, and the other one is capturing Glassstaff, which you guys have not figured out where he is.
Okay.
He's a coward. What the heck?
So what is the option? The holding the idol. That's the green head.
Yeah, that's the dragon skull idol.
So if one of you guys want to take that risk, I'm all for it.
Ink is not. He
Before you guys forget again, are you guys buying potions of healing from Sister Gariel?
How much are
much?
they?
Did you guys not ask her again?
No, you didn't.
You were there too, Thalgren. You did
I
ask.
was walking the dog.
Yeah, that's right.
He was.
Excuses.
Yes, and they forgot again.
It's 50
I would
gold
like
per
to
one,
buy
right?
potions. Hello.
Yes. It is 50 gold per.
But I don't want to push them that bad.
I do. I buy one.
I will also buy one.
I mean, every time I get a potion, I end up giving it to one of the other guys, anyways.
Hey,
Yeah, well, they are tanking the damage for you.
do I get my
Yeah.
potion
Yeah.
at discounted price?
Yes, she will drop the price to 40
Okay.
Just for him?
for the whole party because you're with Gideon, and she likes Gideon.
I don't know why. He doesn't want to
Breaking
resurrect
the
his
quest.
friend. Because remember, Gundren is our friend.
My
And
personal,
he's not.
it may not.
I'll
He's
buy
not
one.
wrong in thinking it's a waste of time.
It's so. My personal belief in my character would be more of, I've had family and I've had friends who've died, and they go on to the what we believe is the
Yeah,
afterlife.
but you didn't have a chance to resurrect him.
I would
we
still
have
not
a chance.
choose that choice. We all make mistakes. We all have issues in the past, and things are. We grow and die because of what we did. You live by
My
your mistakes.
character's morals said that Rohagu needs to, you know,
Yeah, why don't you just
take
go
care
and cut
of
off
his-
Rahagu's
he
head?
needs
Then
to be
he
What
doesn't
is done
deserve
is
to
responsible for
done.
live.
what he
It has
did.
already happened. There's nothing going back on that. I'm
But
not gonna look
shouldn't
at
you
Rahagu.
correct wrongs that shouldn't have happened?
That is not
Exactly.
for me to call. That is for the gods to decide.
But you don't let the gods
can't-
decide on
I think-
resurrection,
Yeah.
because if
What are
they're
you
the ones
talking about?
deciding if it gets to
You guys are
resurrection or
trying
not.
to twist. You guys are really stretching his views. I'm gonna say that's enough.
You're saying to the point that if
Well, his
if-
defense
hold on,
doesn't
hold on,
work,
Josh,
though,
let me
I'm
talk, let me
saying.
talk. If you died right now and someone came up and goes, Josh, you're resurrected, that's fine. You're saying let's drag his body 3,000 yards away, hope to find somebody, and say, please, will you try to bring my friend back? It's totally different. than
No,
the God to
that's
say,
that's
All I'm saying is your defense didn't work because you said leave it to the gods.
yeah, and
and
Rahagu got
re-
resurrected
resurrection
in front of us.
Is left to the gods, then
okay,
should you
hold on.
agree with resurrection?
I'm fine with I agree. Ink's on the side of like I don't think we should drag this body all the way across to do whatever. But you did specifically say that your character doesn't believe in like resurrection by the gods being the right thing. So I would argue that Josh is totally correct in saying in that manner.
No,
You
you
can't
guys
say leave it to
are.
the
I'm
gods.
with Gideon. You guys are stretching his
No,
point of view
yeah.
for him.
I'm not.
He
what
no,
what he said.
listen. He does not like it. That does not mean he hates it. He just does not seek it out. That doesn't mean he kills everybody that does get resurrected. That doesn't mean he hates anybody that gets resurrected. He just simply doesn't agree with it.
I'm
That
not
is it.
disagreeing with that part, but what he said was, he said, leave it to the gods to decide if somebody
he-
lives or dies. Anybody doesn't agree with resurrection, which according to you is left for the gods to decide. All I'm saying is, what he said doesn't make sense.
Exactly.
And I think you
But-
are simply
Can I weigh in
badgering-
a little bit?
So
Yes.
if
Hold up, let me weigh in. So, how it is viewed is resurrection is people asking the gods to reconsider. He doesn't agree. If you died in combat, the gods had decided you were not good enough then. He doesn't agree that you should go and ask the gods for a second chance for this person.
right,
Am I right?
That is
Yes.
very
There we
correct,
go.
Exactly.
Okay, well, if you word it like that, then it makes sense. I was just arguing with the way you worded it, didn't make any sense.
still,
It's
we're
like a
not all
warrior.
perfect.
It's not
We're not all
really-
perfect at wording our things in the moment.
it's not the gods decide. It's not like we're going to a temple and praying for the gods to bring him back, and divine energy comes down and brings it back.
all
We're
I'm
gonna
saying,
sacrifice something to bring him back.
all I was saying was the way Lewis
I don't think that's
originally
just the
explained
druid
it
way. That's
didn't
not
make any
normally
sense
how it's
with
done.
what
Sure.
his last explanation.
The way we have access to.
I will say this. You guys know it is the gods that bring them back. You guys have never seen this type of resurrection before. You guys have no clue how that worked.
Right.
But it
Well,
was
we would
not by the
assume.
gods.
I'm not.
Would
I
we not
was
assume
saying
that was
all
by
I'm
the gods?
arguing with how he worded it.
Your
didn't
best
make
thing
sense.
is to assume.
All right, so I'm gonna leave for you guys to decide what we do next because the resurrection's off the table.
Ink has said he does not want to carry the body. I don't want to carry the body. Gideon doesn't want to take the body.
Well, we already said we're not doing that. Now we got to decide
Right.
the next.
So our only option left is to go to the dragon then?
Dragon,
Or
druid,
somebody
or-
touch the idol.
Yeah, you can still
I
go
will
to the
pick up the
druid
idol.
without Gundren.
Right.
Oh, well, yeah.
Rahagu picks up the idol.
You pick up the idol.
Yeah.
Okay. Nothing happens.
Getting until he goes
You have
to
to be
sleep.
asleep.
Hmm.
Okay.
I'm gonna break something here. So part of me was sitting here thinking to myself this whole time that if you remember earlier, I had said he's gonna do something to redeem himself.
Yep.
That is exactly what I was thinking when that part came up.
That's just a stupid thing to do. That's not redeeming himself.
He's putting his life on the line to help
But
us.
we-
I'm not going to see a fucking dragon. I already died on my
Yeah.
first dragon.
The dragon
That's
thing
not
was-
happening.
We could
Well,
also
Ragu
go
will
see
leave
the.
party.
We could also see the druid,
which also
and
caused
the
him to
fact
die.
he can
Which-
cast
yes.
spells on you from now on, which means you could potentially put the party at harm.
We don't know what's going to happen yet.
Just don't say your name.
We don't.
We
No.
have a
Well, he
better
can't.
idea.
Actually, he's the best way to do it because he can't really speak, right? So they can't give him his name.
He squawks.
Oh, we're gonna have
Heard your guys' names enough that he can mimicry your name.
I've never once said my name anywhere.
Uh huh. But everybody else has.
Yeah, they
Everyone
can.
else
They
does.
can be casted on. I don't care.
All right.
I still argue that no, Ink does not view this as taking one for the team here. He views it as once again not considering the welfare of his party.
What?
Excuse.
He's putting his
Your
party
options
at
are
danger
dragon.
by doing this.
Yeah,
stupid
I
thing.
agree.
We're
This
gonna go
is
see the
least-
druid. We were gonna
Okay,
go
but-
see the druid.
But to me, if we're gonna go see the druid, why wouldn't we bring the body? Like
That is
how
the
do-
exact thought process I was
Yeah.
having.
Because we'd be dragging a dead body for days to
I
go.
have a fucking cart.
Still.
It's still.
The idol to me
It's
is
still
the
kind
best
of
course of
insane.
action at this point.
Like we just brought.
He's already done.
It's already done, so it's not.
Yeah.
Not.
I'm just
Well, yeah,
saying,
let's
Ink is
flip
not
the-
viewing this as repaying his responsibilities, and if anything, he's viewing it as even worse. Like he's at this point, he's kind of like dumbfounded by his party's like
You
unwavering
can't say that he's not
faith in his.
making a sacrifice,
Rohan.
though.
It's again, he's putting his whole
You already
party.
said you wouldn't touch the idol. I already said I wouldn't.
He's viewing it as a very stupid thing. He
Anyway,
saw what it did to Ard. Yeah,
Yeah, I
nothing's
guess-
gonna change
But
that.
this is a little bit different though because we're all prepared. Whereas
yeah,
I died in the
We
middle
now
of
know
sleeping
that he
myself.
can have spells cast on him at any point that could put the party at
That's
danger.
only if he. He already
Only
said
if
that
they
he
learn
knows
my
our
name.
name.
can we ask?
And guess who died from not telling his name?
But you're not. But what I'm saying, Dan, is that Carrie already said he probably knows all of our name, so he can already do that anyways.
I will say this: he knows one of your names.
Right.
He
Person
are-
touched the
yeah,
wood.
he
Now the
already
question is,
knows my
whose
name.
name does he know?
He knows.
I know
Well,
whose
this
name
is-
he knows because there's one name that was on one specific name that was actually on the bounty.
Oh yeah, it's
on-
yours, Dan. Good job.
No, it's
Yeah.
mine.
Rahagu.
Oh, that's
It was
right.
Rahag.
I
Because
had the
I'm
highest.
only one that introduced myself to.
I
the
had the highest bounty, but my name is not known.
Right. Can we ask Sister Galil if we could sleep here for the night and have her help us watch over Rahag?
Yeah, because that was the plan while we came here, right?
Correct.
She
Anyway.
will.
Thank you.
Because
How many hours till nightfall?
I mean, you can just go to
A
bed.
couple. But as long as you stay here and prepared, Sister Garail will cast Enhance Ability, more importantly, Owl's Wisdom, on you every hour throughout the night.
The only problem with this is, what are we going to gain from doing this? Because if the spider controls every aspect of the dream, what can we gain from this? To me, I don't see how this.
It's already been done, so
Yeah, there's no going back.
Yeah,
We'll
but
figure out
Carrie
what
said
we
this
can
is
gain
one of
from
the
it.
ways we can get information. I just don't see how.
But that's why we
I
gotta
know.
try.
Yeah.
Well, we
It's
should.
not why you try.
We
but
should prepare some questions we're going to ask as a
Well,
group.
He's gonna ask. We won't be able to say
Yeah.
anything.
Well, that's what I'm saying. As a group, we should prepare while he's still awake what we should be asking the spider.
You're asking to prepare ideas for a Kinku who can't speak. He can kind of barely mimic.
It's mental though. He can.
Yeah, it is
speak
mental.
if
Yeah.
we say some questions at him, or it would we know enough that he would be able to communicate in this dream state?
He can communicate, but he cannot alter the dream in any way.
Yeah.
What he
Yeah.
sees is purely under the control of the caster.
Okay.
Do I have 4 hours until nightfall?
Yeah.
I'm scribing a fucking spell while they're all arguing.
Okay.
Well, let's
I'm scribing darkness into my book.
Okay.
It's 4 hours and it's going to cost me 100 gold.
All right.
While we're doing that, well, I thought you had a pearl, so you didn't have to spend the 100 gold.
The pearls for identify.
Oh, that's right.
The 100 gold is on basically enchanted ink to put.
I
To
thought
use.
it was 50 gold.
It's 50 gold per level. Darkness
That's
is a
level
second
2
level spell.
You
That's
should have
why I
wanted the
used 4 hours.
scribes archetype because they get reduced. I think they can make their own ink.
All right. So, anything else you guys are doing before you go to sleep?
Yeah, we're gonna discuss what we're gonna how we're gonna approach this.
I mean,
What aspects are we most interested in? The Black Widow.
The problem is we don't know anything
Glass
that's gonna happen in
staff.
the dream. We don't know what's
Thank
going
you.
on.
Yeah.
Thank
Right,
you, Josh.
we can kind of, we can note, specific things that he might want to pry for information at, like Glass Staff, Black Widow.
I want to bring up that Josh's fuck ups on the constant names is leading to you guys to fuck up on the names. Josh keeps calling him the Black Widow. When
I didn't call him the Black Widow. I called him the Spider.
You called him the Black Widow several times
Oh my-
earlier.
No, it's Dan.
Dan is
Yeah,
calling him that.
Okay,
It's actually
well,
the
that's why
Black
earlier I
Spider.
said.
Yeah, it's Black
That's why
Spider.
earlier I said we needed to find Captain America so that we could talk to Black Widow, and no one picked it up.
I don't think I've called
what
him
is
Black
actually
Widow
it?
once.
It's Black Spider.
We're
It is
listening to the
Black
stream
Spider.
later on.
Okay.
I don't
Black
think I called
Spider,
him Black
Glass
Widow
Staff,
once.
not Graybeard, Glass Staff.
Well, we need to find-
Graybeard. He
We need
has
to
a gray
find-
beard, so he's
We
called
need to find
Graybeard.
Harmon Cost. That is the main person we need to find.
Why?
to get the book.
He's got the book, and that is the biggest issue we're gonna have.
To me, the mine is the most important.
Our main thing was about the mine, and Glass Staff and Black Spider are in line with the mine. The Harmon Cost was
We
separate
don't
from
really
that.
know where he lies.
He has
Hold
the
on, hold on.
book, which Gideon has motivation to get,
Hey,
but it's not
time
our
out.
main storyline.
So I only gave my name to Harmon Cost. The bounty on our head was given from the Black Spider.
Which is also part
So-
of Harmon Cost's group. So
Yeah,
it
so
is
they
believed
have
that
to be
Harmon
connected.
Cost was one of the strongest people because he's got that book, which would make me think he's more in charge than Glassstaff would be.
Right.
Yes, but I
didn't know
still
that the
don't think
bounties
he's
were
the head
from Black
honcho.
Spider. I thought they were from Harmon Cost.
Yeah, weren't the bounties from the Black Spider? Didn't it say the Black Spider on it, Gary?
It had a stamp of a black spider.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Gotcha. That's my mistake.
I don't think we've
Um,
met the Black Spider yet, in my opinion.
We heard
We
the Black
heard.
Spider.
Yeah,
heard.
but if we're gonna go looking for somebody, Harmon Cost is less likely to run away from us as the Glassstaff would.
Regardless, the three
Well, we
Black
got Harmon
Spider,
Cost
Glass
pretty low,
Staff,
too.
and Harmon Cost are the three individuals we're most interested in.
Yes.
Is
But-
there anything else specific that might be brought up that he might need to be prepared for?
I'd rather avoid Harmon Cost because we fought him. I mean, I
We
don't
almost
know.
beat him as like what, level 1s or 2s? What were
Didn't even
we?
get
Two.
close to being.
No, you just hit level 3.
We just hit level 3.
Did we actually really
Okay.
hurt him, or did he just kind of bug off because he was getting to that point?
Well, he had an advantage because he had that magic shield.
we
So
couldn't
Yeah.
trade.
yeah,
Yeah, but we were about to, or we did, didn't we? And then he
we
stepped
finally
into the void.
broke it. Yeah.
right when
We-
broke it,
We
he
did.
left.
That was when we had the map
Yeah.
that wasn't showing the glowing shit.
Yes.
Yes.
Yeah, and we did
Yeah.
do damage to him, and then he stepped. in.
But he also has a really powerful magic book now.
Yeah, and he also
Right.
has
Well,
the
he
ability
had
to
it
make magic
then, too.
buttons.
Yeah, but he had just
And
gotten
he's had
there.
several weeks now to study it.
Yep.
Or not several weeks, but about a week.
So I'd avoid him. I'd rather kill Glassstaff. We know one hit and he's almost dead.
But that doesn't get us anywhere.
Yes, it does. We get to kill a traitor for one, and he can lead us to the Black Spider and maybe the mine. The
Regardless,
mine is
those-
all important.
all three of those individuals are things we need to
Yes.
figure out about.
I still don't understand how we're gonna get information out of whoever is on the other side of this.
Harry said you can. I don't get it either.
I'm just
but-
saying we're preparing Rohagu for like
Yes.
the things that the reason he's doing this is trying to figure something out. So like he should have heightened awareness of anything concerning
know.
those three individuals.
But the scenario that I'm imagining is you are thrown into an interrogation cell, and you're now trying to get information out of the police officers that have you in handcuffs.
Well,
strapped
okay,
to the table.
Have you
Right.
watched
No.
movies? The best.
That's why I
movies
More
thought
like
are
the
captured.
FBI.
okay.
Because police
That's why I
officers
thought that this was a
aren't all
stupid
smart.
idea. But
Hey,
guess what? That's
hey.
the only option he
In the
has.
best movies, the criminal gets captured and learns everything he needs by being interrogated himself.
All right, Rohagu, have you gone to sleep yet?
Yes, he's asleep
There's
now.
been- Yes, I'm going to sleep. I finished my scribe. I'm going to sleep.
Do you have high will?
All right.
Will save?
He's got the owl spell cast on him. He's got extra wisdom.
Yeah. And he is a wizard, so they should have more wisdom.
No, usually they're intelligent, not wise.
I'm
Oh, is it
really
intelligent?
intelligent. I'm really intelligent.
Yeah. See,
How
wizards
wise
know
are you?
how to cast fireball, but they're not smart enough to know when they shouldn't cast it.
Exactly.
That is the difference between intelligence and wisdom. They know
Who
how to
has
do
the
this fancy
highest
trick,
whiz?
but they don't know when to not use it.
Intelligence is knowing that a tomato is a fruit. Wisdom is knowing not to put it in a fruit salad.
Yes.
Gotcha. Who? I'm sorry. What the fuck?
Oh, he has the lowest will save out of all of us, guys.
Anyway.
Yep.
who
Sure do.
All right.
has wisdom as their modifier?
Clerics and druids.
Yeah.
Druids. Okay.
All right. You fall asleep. Several hours in the night pass by, and you begin to have a dream. Everybody else, if you are still awake, you notice the green dragon idol begins to glow a bright green and pulsing.
I want to be cuddling the dragon idol when I go to bed.
Is the
Okay.
priest here?
She is.
With us?
She's watching over him.
I want to ask her. Can we like tell where the other end of this idol is at through magic?
No, there's no
Any
way
way?
to detect it. This device is simply a conduit. All right, Rahagu. You are flying through the air. You recognize where. You're flying over the Tribor Trail. It begins to go through a ravine. This ravine is familiar. It's the same place that Gundren got ambushed. You then quickly veer off to the right, following through the trail, leading you to a cave with a soft stream pouring out. You then begin to feel like you're marching. You're no longer flying, but marching. You look behind you, and you see several red brand bandits marching behind you. You then start barking orders to them to reclaim and refurbish this cave and to fortify it. You then hear a voice echoing inside your head. Continue your commands. Let no one pass the Tribor Trail.
I will start.
I need a wisdom save with
Okay.
advantage.
Now, does he have a +4 on this,
Yeet.
or is it just +4 wisdom?
So my wisdom save is +2, so that'll put me at 16.
Well, yeah,
I don't
but
know what
she's casting that
that's
spell on you too. Owl.
She's casting a spell that gives you advantage.
Okay. But it says +4 enhancement bonus to wisdom, right?
Oh, does it?
Yeah, Owl's wisdom is +4 enhanced bonus to wisdom.
No, it's just the target has advantage on wisdom checks. I think you're looking at an old like 3.5, because in 3.5 it actually gave you pluses.
So it was better then.
So 16.
All right. You are able to shrug off the dream and wake up. I will also note, while you were marching, you noticed you was carrying a glass staff.
Oh,
Okay.
so you were inside a glass staff.
So as I'm gonna guess I kind of like shoot awake, like I was in a cold sweat type of sleep. I'm gonna
I will
shoot up.
say this: you didn't feel like you was in Glassstaff's head, like this was current. It almost felt more like this is what the person
Transpired
casting.
before.
This is what the person casting the spell wanted you to see.
Hmm.
Almost as if this was your command. Is it making sense now?
To go there.
No, it's the command of whoever had the skull before us.
Oh, I get it.
Is that correct?
Yeah,
I
that
will
sounds like
spell it out. The Black Spider uses these to give commands to his subordinates.
It was like a mass email. Got it.
Exactly.
The only problem is now Rahag is the one that saw it, and we didn't see any of it.
Well, he can draw and
Very
write.
simple. I shoot up out of my sleep, and immediately in front of me cast Minor Illusion, and it's a map, and I start looking at the map to see where it was.
So is this the cave that we were at before?
It is.
So it's the place where we found the our friend here.
It is.
So perhaps they're refortifying it.
Not so much refortifying it, more reclaiming it.
So this is where
Because
Sildar was.
you guys left it under command of someone else.
You know what we
Okay.
should do? We should use the other idol as well, and also, Tribord Trail is being blocked off, and nobody's able to get through Tribord Trail, so we should keep that in mind as well. Which means they have ambushes on the Tribord Trail.
Oh yeah, but there's not many other ways to get there.
So I will, because I didn't say that or anything, on my Minor Illusion, I will put up where the Tribord Trail is, and I'll like
You
have
could-
like, little
Well,
red brand dudes blocking it.
With Minor Illusion, could you not like make a screen and just show exactly what the dream showed?
No, because technically Minor Illusion can't create moving objects. You need is it Greater Illusion?
Like Major Image or something like that.
Yeah, Major Image is the one that can create moving objects.
Well, Major Image and Silent Image. Minor Illusion just does the thing.
True.
Well,
Yeah.
he could.
Maybe.
Minor Illusion basically just creates a little hologram, like what R2D2 does, but it doesn't talk or move.
Either way, on the map that I put up on the Tribord Trail, I made sure to put red brand soldiers like with shields blocking both directions,
Yeah.
so it's obvious. And then I point that out too.
Which also means that's probably where the two gray
The red band
brothers are
The
at.
red brand probably went to that mine that we cleared out and left in control of the.
So, which
That
was this the skull we found in Glassstaff's quarters in?
I was saying we should use the other one while
No,
we're
I
here.
took the one in my pocket, so mine was the one from Harmon.
Yeah.
Well, Carrie fucked it up then because he gave you the
No, I
gray
didn't.
beard. Oh.
Because it was a mass email. It went out to all the skulls. If there's 100 skulls out there, they all got that that email last night.
Exactly.
Oh, okay. I figured he pinpointed it per person that he wanted to
He
see.
can, but that one was not.
We hit a good night. See, I had a good plan.
All right. Well,
I tucked my skull back into my bag.
We should take our rest, head out first light, and maybe get Sildar to see if he wants to come with.
I agree.
After Dan goes back and buys his armor and gives it back to him.
yeah.
I'm not doing that. Rohago can do that since he owes
We
me
did
money.
tell you probably shouldn't sell his armor.
It was split amongst the whole party, so
That
if
it
they want to
was.
buy his armor back, they can.
Did you give back the gold, Lewis, for the sword?
I did not take the gold.
Okay, then he'll be fine. He'll be able to pay for it.
We don't know how much
So-
gold is in there. Could've
Kara,
been
could he
hot.
tell how heavy the bag was of gold?
I never touched it.
Yeah, you picked it up,
No, he tried to hand it to me.
and then you gave it back. Oh. Alright, so what are we doing? You guys realize it's 1:30. I guess you probably none of you work tomorrow, do you?
I do.
Well, it's 12:30 for us, anyways.
Oh.
Yep. If you guys want to stop, this is a good point.
Yep, this is good then.
Well, should we do our rest and start it in the morning?
Yeah.
I mean, we're
We
in
can do
town.
that.
There's nothing going to happen.
Do I
Right,
have to
you're
have a
pretty safe there.
second dream?
Yeah, I was gonna say
No.
you say that. Rahagu ends up fucking dead. Somebody should probably sleep with Rahagu tonight.
I'd say for the rest of the time of the Black Spider being alive, someone needs to be my cuddle buddy.
Yeah, because you're the only one that knows the name. See, guys, Ard did not die for no reason. He tried to preserve our campaign by sacrificing himself.
So, do these skulls somehow have entirely different properties from the other one, or what?
No, same thing.
No, so he said he said that whenever they cast a spell, they can zone in on one person, which is what they did in Aird's case. But last night, I just peeked in on a mass email he sent out.
Well, he probably that will save that you passed. If you hadn't passed it, he probably would have invaded your.
If he didn't pass the will save, the dream wouldn't have ended, and he would have been exhausted because he would not have been able to wake himself up.
Oh,
You suffer one level of exhaustion if you fail to save in his situation.
So,
The
With this
dream
one-
does not have to be a good dream. It can be a nightmare, like what was happening to Aird. And in that case, you cannot wake up, so you're stuck in the nightmare.
so that was meant for somebody else then?
No, he knew one of you had stolen that skull.
Had Aird made
So
his
he
wisdom save,
targeted
woke
that
up.
skull in particular. Yes, had Aird saved his wisdom save, he could have woke up in free will.
so
I didn't
wait,
think I made a wisdom save.
why
He at the very
did
beginning?
why did he know that we stole that first skull, but not know this one? Because we took this one from Glassstaff, which they would immediately.
Because he has
know.
tried casting directly to these skulls for several days now and has not had any effect.
Yeah, we've had it for about a week.
Right. We
Yeah, I've
got
had
this
the one
from
since we
Harmon.
met Harmon Cost. I didn't touch
The
the one
one.
you guys
The one
got
from-
the other day.
The one from Glassstaff we just got, didn't we?
Did we pick
Yes.
up one from class?
Well, we didn't use
did.
that one.
Yeah.
Okay.
You did, but you did not use it.
Right.
Oh,
And yes, he did cast that spell trying to target you guys, but you guys were not holding the idol at the time.
wait.
I
the
mean,
one-
Kara, if you want to get technical, I wasn't like holding the idol while I was sleeping.
You didn't
No, but you
It
had
would've-
touched it.
Okay.
These have not been
So-
touched,
question.
so they have not
No.
been linked to you.
No, it
Important
has.
question to point out to the party.
You've been leaked now.
The one that you just recently stole from Glassstaff, that was in like the last day or two, right? In game?
It's been about 4 days now in game.
Oh.
It's been about 4 days. Okay, this is a little bit more reassuring, but didn't the priest lady just touch that one?
Hold on, I actually have a calendar.
Yeah, she did.
Yeah, but I don't think she has to worry about it as much.
But also, Rahagi, you do realize that you've touched it and are linked to that one now.
I touched the one that we got from
Wow.
Harmon a week ago.
It has been
Yeah.
8 days
Since
What?
Cragmaw Castle?
since Tressendar Manor.
Oh, well,
Which one's
That night on the calendar I have here was Tressendar Manor. The next
Oh.
day, you guys
That's-
continued chasing after him and ran into the druid.
yeah, because that's where we
Then
got
you
the
traveled with the
skulls.
druid for 1 day because it took a day of following her before you got to the dragon. Then you rested that night, headed to Cragmaw Castle the next day, and then it was 2 days travel back to Phandalin. So yeah, that was 8 days ago.
Got it.
I thought you
I
said
was-
we got it at Cragmar. No.
No, you
Yeah.
got it in Tressendar Manor.
Yeah, that's why I was confused. I was like, we just got that one like after we met with him, so I assumed that like
That's still
okay.
4 days.
Cragmaw Castle was technically 3 nights ago.
So I
Technically.
would still be worried about the priest lady.
No, that was the one she touched was 8 days ago.
Yeah, but they
Yes.
can activate it at any time, can they not?
Right.
He can.
It's-
Yes.
He can activate that at any time.
Yeah.
And now
He
she's
is
linked
most
with it.
likely you have to be asleep for it to activate.
Yeah,
The
but now
spell,
that they're
the
linked
dream
to
does
it-
not put you to sleep. It just seizes control of your dreams.
Okay, but now if they're linked by touching these idols, that means they're linked for good now. It doesn't
Well,
matter if
she
they're
wasn't
not touching
worried
anymore.
about
What this means now, I will be nice and I'll say Gariel has explained it to you. Now, if he casts the spell and you are asleep when he does so, he can seize control of your dream.
But he also
And
has
hers.
has to expect you to have this goal.
You have to be asleep when he casts it.
Yeah, but
So
he
go
would.
He
to
is-
weird times.
Most people sleep at night, it's safe to assume he's generally going to cast it at night when he knows his generals are asleep.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is he's not going to cast a specific spell at somebody like this because he doesn't think we'd have that.
So the real point is this chick is actually the Black Spider.
No.
If she is
Fireball.
not scared of the idol whatsoever.
She
None
also
of his-
knows of its power.
Yeah, and she's not scared of it. Which tells me she's part of it.
Fireball.
Yeah.
Spell that I don't even have yet. Fireball.
But he's not casting it
And-
at her.
And she's making you think she's hiring you to find the wizard or the necromancer. But that's only because he lost his idol and she's trying to find him now. I bet you that I am right about all these things when we're done with this campaign.
No, I trust her more than that.
I bet you have not been right about a single one of your crazy speculations.
That's not even a crazy one, so
If you have been, he's gonna retcon it to make sure you're wrong.
yeah, I know.
No, I will say kudos if you're right at the end.
There's a reason she likes me more than you.
In
There
my
is a
opinion,
master plan going on right now.
in my
That's
opinion,
because
this
she
black
mistook
spider
you
has to
for
be in
being
this
Lewis.
city.
No.
In my opinion.
This isn't even a city.
Yes, but this would be
Barely
the
a town.
perfect place.
The
Nobody
room.
would speculate
No,
that a mastermind of evil is in this town.
your best bet would be the town master is probably working with the black spider in some sort of way, but outside of that, there's no one who's can control her.
Look at it. Why would the red band come to this town to begin with? For
No,
one.
Because
close
there's
to
no
the place they
militia.
need to be. They're looking for a
'Cause
cave,
what?
They're looking for all this stuff. They may have kept. How long ago was the red brand here?
They've been here 2 months.
So around the time maybe looking for the cave, looking for the book.
There's a town nearby where you're operating, no militia, and you can fuck with the peasants for gold. Like,
Yeah, so why
what
would you
bad
want
guys
your
do not
mastermind in this town?
Why would you leave your mastermind unsupervised, unprotected, where we could easily just attack?
Unprotected. He's a high level sorcerer for one. And he's not really unprotected if all the red brand are here.
They're not.
Now he's
Completely.
probably not here. Now he's probably not here.
So
But
it's obviously
during the-
not this old lady in front of us.
I don't know.
But she's not an old lady, is she?
Yeah,
No,
she's young.
Not at all. She's a very young elf.
Yeah,
I
Tyler,
just
get it
immediately
right.
Assume all elves are old.
Yeah, technically, she probably is old, but she's a no.
By human standards,
She looks
she's
young.
probably really old. But for
You're not
elves-
even human.
By elven standards, she's very young.
Correct.
So like,
I don't know. I feel like the mastermind would have been in this town. Carrie already said that you probably would meet the mastermind multiple times and not know it, for one.
I think that
Probably
this
super
particular NPC is most likely unlikely.
Is that
I
why
will say
we're all
this:
trying
you
to
have
think
not
above
met
us?
the main antagonist yet.
Well, Carrie, don't be
There.
ruining my fucking.
Your crazy like crackpot will put my tinfoil hat on theory.
You have had 2 chances to run into him, and you did not do it either time.
Everyone write that down. It's a
Oh,
him.
you know what? It's probably that chick then. No,
It's
she
a
works for
he.
the Black
He just
Spider.
said run into him, so it's got to be a guy.
He's mixing.
Do we know that the Black Spider's a he?
You don't.
Yeah.
Do
Well,
we know if a black
if-
spider's
if-
even a spider?
If you remember,
You don't.
It could have been the lady, but I mean, he did say
No,
you
she
tell the
said
black
she
spider.
works.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Unless she was doing it as an alias, like she didn't actually say she was a Black Spider.
No, 'cause
But
she
I
would've
doubt
just-
that.
At that point, she would have just killed the goblin and taken the dwarf.
Well,
Or
she
take-
probably did kill. Well,
We killed the goblin.
I will
No.
say the woman you heard in there with King Grawl would have been speaking in third person if she was the Black Spider. Because her words were, the Black Spider will not be happy to hear about this.
That's right.
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
She was speaking as if she served the Black Spider, and King
Was-
Grawl was hired to do a task, and then King
Josh-
Grawl was
Back
basically
off.
saying, I want more.
Josh had me all confused because he called her Black Widow, and I was
No.
like, "Oh, Black Widow, the woman that we were talking
No.
to, the goblin."
I never said Black Widow. You're full of poop.
You did. 'Cause I
Like I
was
said,
shaking my
we're gonna
head.
rewatch these- we're gonna rewatch these streams, and it wasn't me that said that. I call him the Spider,
The spider.
but
The
she
item.
could have, like I said, she could have been talking in third person just to throw him off as well.
I think if she was the black spider, she would have just killed him. As
I
high
don't
level
think
as
the
he
Black
is,
Spider is
I think he would've
concerned
just-
with goblin.
destroyed him.
To be honest,
But why kill him?
Because he backed off on his deal with him.
He
If I
didn't back
hired-
off. He just expected more than what was originally.
Yeah, she
agreed upon.
got the map.
That's the same-
She burnt the map. She killed the dwarf. Like she got what she wanted,
Yeah,
and
but
didn't pay for it.
Oh, I'm sure she paid something. She just didn't pay more.
I don't think she paid him at all. That's why he's so pissed off.
I don't know. When I think of big baddies, I typically think of you sit there and you go, "No, I want more for this," and they go, "Okay," and they kill you, take everything, and take what they would have given you in the first place, because you are no longer used to them because you're not trusted enough.
Uh-huh.
Mm. Not everybody's a murder hobo like you.
Had you guys rolled above a 3, you would know the answer to that. I gave all 4 of you a roll, and you all 4 rolled below a 3.
I've got lucky now.
Can
I
I
can try
roll?
rolling again.
What are we rolling for?
Yeah, Rahagi was.
Yeah, if only you were there at the time.
Yeah.
What
My
did
rolls are
we
on
roll
fucking
for? I don't
point tonight.
remember.
This is when
We
we
were
were
searching
checking
the
the map that was burnt up.
Oh yeah.
My
And
rolls are
something
on point
else.
tonight. I have not rolled below a 15. Just saying.
Yeah, your rolls were pretty on fire.
Like I said, Rahagu climbed through that little slit in the hole, and he checked the map before we got rid of it.
The map
what
wasn't
did
even
it-
the important part.
Huh.
also,
why wouldn't we
It's
brought the
what
map
you
with
missed
us?
that was in the bed.
Oh yeah, letter.
And I wanted you to find it, so I was nice enough to give Gideon a roll since he was standing next to you while you were searching the bed. Maybe Gideon completely bombed the roll.
Yep, we all had it.
Well,
So
let's-
3, 2,
Let's
1,
go
2,
back
3.
to the bed, guys.
yeah, it went. Yeah, it went 3, 2, 1, 2, 3, right?
Yep.
I was so disappointed in that because I knew that was going to make your neck tonight extremely difficult for you guys to figure out where to go next.
Well, how big is this?
We
note?
almost drug a dead body.
Some things you don't have
for like
to roll
5
for,
days.
Carrie. Some things you can
Trying
just
to figure out
give people.
what to
Okay,
do
well,
next.
considering I asked you what you were doing and you walked up and said, I'm checking the bed, and you explicitly said, I'm picking up the blanket to see if there's anything on the bed.
No, I never said.
And I will be nice and tell you it was not on the bed, it was not under the bed, it was in the bed. You had to cut open his little makeshift mattress to find what was in there. But
Well, Well,
You
was
guys
it? Would
rolled
it have been
threes,
hard?
which means you did not think to check in the mattress.
True.
I laid
Oh.
down on the mattress, so if it was hard,
Oh my
I would have
God.
felt it.
You did not get
Hey.
on the mattress because it was absolutely filthy.
Hey
It's
guys,
disgusting.
so we can just learn something from this. Every bed we check, we are now gonna cut open. And we're gonna gut every bed.
We're gonna
It's
smash
what we're gonna
everything we come
How the
across.
fuck did he get something in a bed to begin with?
You can
You
make a
Crack it
small
open,
slit.
put it in there, and sew it.
Because he
He-
deals with goblins who are sneaky, thieving little bastards. He has to know how to hide things properly.
He's a bugbear. He can't fucking sew. Look at his hands.
And there is like I don't know who this is because I wasn't here, but if he knows some spells, there is a spell called mending.
No, he's stupid. He was a bugbear.
He was a king of
He
the bugbear. Though.
he is a king of the bugbear. He was not stupid.
He died very quickly.
Well,
This is what I thought.
he also wasn't no magic caster, and his hands were the size of my body. So he wasn't mending. He wasn't sewing.
Wait,
He wasn't casting
his
magic.
his hands were the size of your body?
About the size of your
What-
head.
What
Much
were we
bigger.
fighting? Gideon, what did you kill?
You saw the chainmail I sold.
You
You
murdered
were
some
there,
kind of
Dan. What are
demon.
you talking about?
I don't remember him having hands the size of people.
You probably weren't fighting him. You're hiding.
I was freaking fighting the wolf mainly, and then I
Oh,
fought.
that's right.
wolf.
No, you killed the. Oh wait, no. That was
Yeah,
a
he
different
fought the wolf.
wizard.
Gideon did the final blow. I think I did like 18 damage or something like that.
Yeah,
Big roll.
you got it. You had it just about half health.
We are done, right?
Yes,
Like we're
we are
done.
done.
Are done.
Okay.